this on Crow's stream.
There. I just threw it out there. It's probably got some generic AI through thumbnail, like blue screen, like a PowerPoint.
Okay.
By the way, this is presenting. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Well, it's all right. Well, hopefully you got it good to go. Somebody look and tell us if we're over on Crow's channel too. So we are we're back. I'm back. Crow never really went anywhere. He was just waiting on me. Had to take a little bit of time off in May, you guys know, to kind of get used to a new schedule and get used to waking up early, because I now wake up almost 3 hours earlier than what I used to leave my house. So I had to get used to that. So anyway, time to get back to doing Wednesdays. We are going to do a little bit shorter format, at least for now. Probably going to do like a couple hours, 2.5 maybe. By 10:30, I need to be heading toward the bed, 10:30 my time. So probably no super fun, wacky topics for a little bit. Just talk about pickups and news. Obviously, we'll have enough news for this month, Yojo June, which is of course what we're going to talk about tonight. So just to let you guys kind of know what's going on. And I guess Pop Blender and I will be here next week. I got to talk to him to see if he is ready to come back or not. Although he's just waiting on me, but I think he's kind of enjoying having Wednesdays off once in a while. So
well, he's got to get on top of that, because the day after that, I think, is you, me, Pop, and Punk on Thursday with a friend for Road to Joe Fest, right? So schedule is everything, man. Hi.
Yeah, and we are we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. I've got that as a push pin to talk about tonight. So tell us about that cat.
This is a cat. No. What the fuck? Tell us about that cat. This is my cat, Lime. He wasn't ready for an interview. You good? No. He's really anxious now. You good? No. I have 2 cats. They're going to both show you their assholes. This is all you need to know about my cats, is they always like to show you guys that. Right?
Just get it out of the way now.
Yeah, just get it out of the way, because it's coming at some point.
Oh, that's right. So,
hey, Derek, tell me about that hat you're wearing.
This is actually a brand new hat. This is the first time I've ever worn this hat. So
Bad
I actually do have something to say about this hat. Thank you for noticing.
Now I know why you asked about the cat. You wanted me to ask about your hat.
And next, we're going to talk about a bat.
Maybe
a rat.
We can do better than this. Move on.
So that's a little bit of rundown of what's going on over here with the show. We still want to get back out there. We miss you guys. Have some fun. Got 12 people watching so far, so I'm going to go ahead and say hi to you guys that are here before it rolls too far down.
Hey,
let's see. Got Brandon R is here. What's going on, Brandon? Saying hey. Hi. Paul Morales is here. What's going on, Paul? Turk Murphy, Checkpoint Bravo is here. What's going on, Turk? Turk saying, entertain me.
There's lots of us out there tonight.
Yeah, a lot of entertaining tonight. Wolfgrim Rage Blade is here. What's going on, man?
Love that name. Sounds like a space wolf.
Rawr. That's a cat. Triple C is here, Crimson Cobra Commander, and he is teleporting over from your channel, so I guess it is working now.
All right, fair enough.
Triple C had a video out earlier today. He was talking about the day's activities I saw. That a little
good. Get your thoughts out there. Might as well. Get your views. Yeah.
Let's see. Cypher 6-3 is here. Evening, boys. What's up?
Hey.
There's GI Jetman. What's up? 3-star Crow in chat. What's up?
GI Jetman on Sunday, as part of the LSWA in an 8-man tag team match, turned Evil Dookie, my Dreadnought tag team partner, into a smear on the tarmac. He got the 3 count. It took us hours to clean up what was left of Evil Dookie. He got slammed so hard. Congratulations on your win, GI Jetman.
Yeah,
And thank you,
congratulations.
Legend Series, for that entertainment. And Justin
That's
Booth.
why. That's why Dookie looks so rough in that picture he put out today. Looks all beat all to hell.
My brother's still learning to put on a shirt one sleeve at a time.
Looking like a cracked out GI Bro in that picture a little bit.
Yeah. He bends over like a bag of Rice Krispies.
That's right. Snap, crackle, pop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Turk saying that Cat's like, so you really got to show my ass off the bat. Just get it over with. He's gonna
get in front of it, right? Otherwise, he does it at the worst times.
Yep, that's right. We got Chad Forrest here saying, "What up, crew? What's up, Chad?"
What's going on?
And we got Bobby Wald stopping in saying today's Yojo June wasn't too bad. They could have used the Force Ghost of Lenny and Tony. They did acknowledge them, and that's probably about. I bet they don't again. I bet they probably were only allowed to say so much, and I think they did that not really because they felt that way, but just because I think if they didn't, people would have just been like, oh, they didn't even mention all of their, Lenny Tony's hard work on this. I think they probably let them mention it today, and that's probably it. But I'm glad they did.
And remember, it's like a week from now there'll be another one, and a week from there there'll be another one. And it was just nice to see BMAC stretch his legs a little bit and get into this, like, start off small. Okay, the Vamp and Howl, I wouldn't say are small, but they really stayed in the known for a while, right? And I found it easier to watch than I thought it would be.
I was glad to see him be a little more vocal because he's just been the other streams. He's just been kind of there. I felt like, but you really, when you got Lenny and the designer, the sculptor, and they're both so passionate about it, and you come over like in your expertise is in another brand, I think they were always going to kind of outshine him a little bit on these, and now like it's his time to shine. Like he's got to.
Well, I mean, they didn't give him a design team to feed off the discussion with the figs, right? They gave him a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Right?
And I like Dan Larson. I mean, I like Secret Galaxy, and he's been on there before. He's was it SDCC? He was on there, and maybe on another one, PulseCon or something. RIP PulseCon. But they needed the charisma, I think, and I don't.
You had to have somebody. Yeah, you had to have somebody. You just lost the whole team. You can't bring out 4 new guys, right? Like,
yeah. I feel like they brought Dan on just because he is a big G.I. Joe fan. He's a massive G.I. Joe fan, but just because of his experience presenting.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to take away from what he knew or anything like his belonging there. It's just like it was such a difference from other streams where you had like the team, the marketing, everybody there. No, it's just BMAC and a YouTuber. Right? Like, yeah.
And Dan's, and like I said, with the charisma, like Dan is very charismatic and he can carry it if he has to. Although I thought he was pretty subdued today. He didn't say a whole lot, didn't get real animated.
Well, I won't pretend like I had the volume on the whole time. Like it was doing other things throughout that, but just staring at the screen going, okay. But, reading the chat, you would think it was just another fever dream of a Hasbro release. Nothing changes in the chat, man. Oh my God.
So I did, and I actually have a couple of, I say screenshots, like I ran it back and actually took the picture with my phone. So I was at work, watching it at work. I was in my office and I was watching it on the monitor on the computer. But I did something I don't usually do, and I actually had the chat on today, and usually I close it. Like I can't stand the chats on those things. It's really a lot of people that have never had their ass kicked, at least once.
Clearly.
People
forgot that. what it's like to get punched in the mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I screenshotted something from it. We're going to talk about in a little bit, but I did have it up, and those chats are just awful. They're like
Yeah.
the old school Call of Duty lobbies.
Oh, and the guy's all caps. Stop wasting my time and give me insert figure here, right? Like
Yeah.
long list of outstanding Joes, just all
Yeah.
caps really makes you seem like you're really in it for the good ones, right?
Where's my whatever?
Yeah.
Whatever before Flash.
If you ever want to see a sense, the sense of entitlement that's out there, you'll find it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, get a couple comments here. So Triple C saying still sucks about the HasLab. We're gonna talk about that in just a minute. So just put a pin in that. And Triple C saying Ninja Force Scarlet and Shebang go up Friday at 9. I did not hear that yet. I guess that was a Chris McLeod thing, since he also too went live for the second time today. I didn't watch it. That's good though. I mean, great. I'm probably not ordering it, but I did not know that. So thanks for letting us know.
I appreciate that. I'll make sure I get it ordered.
Yeah, tomorrow you go to EB.
As soon as somebody says it's out, they know it's yes. Right.
Yeah.
But there are some things I'm going to say no to soon. I swear to God.
Yeah. Same. 610 Yojo Daddy's here. What's going on? 16.
What's going on, dude? Was watching him on with David T. Allen earlier.
I saw it was on. I wasn't where I could watch it at the time, but I did see he was on there. Mike Gould 410. What's going on? Saying all right. I get older and they stay the same age.
Yeah.
NorCal Voodoo Toy Box. What's up?
Go.
All right. There you got Izzy Trevi. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Izzy Trevi. Have we said that name before? We have?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Izzy's been here. He just hadn't been here for a little while. He's been.
Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah. I thought I'd heard the name before, but
yeah, Izzy was always hanging out.
It's fun to say.
It is.
It is.
It's like ordering a drink. Get a Trevi on the rocks.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steve Martin is here saying good evening, peoples. What's up, Steve? And Stephen LaRoche is here. What's going on? How you doing?
What's going on, Steve?
Chad says he's always screaming, "Where's my Voltar?" I'm surprised we haven't seen Voltar yet, honestly, but I bet he's this year.
Yeah, I mean, there's like still a good couple of figures for Iron Grenadiers that could come out and any point. Like they just put out Dustro the spoilers, so I mean they could be right around the corner. I don't know. Don't know anymore. It's all loose ends at this point.
Yeah, and they just spiral and go everywhere. There's ends everywhere. So
yeah.
Before we get into talking about the Yojo June stuff, we will do got any new toys? You got any new pickups? I believe you do.
Yeah, we should maybe do you? Because maybe you have fewer than I, and it should start with you.
I definitely have fewer than you do. So,
let's give you the screen.
Let's see here. I definitely do. As soon as I find the thing I'm looking for. So there we go. So I did pick up my Ninja Zartan. I really like this figure. See if he'll stay up. I had him up there earlier, and I bumped the mic stand, and he fell, and I lost one of his swords. But I got him up there hunting Grumpy Bear now, and I made some miscalculations ordering Ninja Zartan.
How many clones of him are there? Oh my Jesus, Darren! How many was that? A box?
Well, that's 4. That's
How,
4 of them.
Were you terrified of missing this one?
No, yes and no. Pop Blender has a good story about this figure too. He told at the end of his show with Matthew last night. So yeah, I'm not hoarding these. Like if somebody really can't find it, holler at me. Like I wound up with them through some miscalculations. I have 6 total.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah, so I only need 2, and I don't really need 2. I need 1. I like this figure a lot, but I don't like it.
Apparently.
Yeah. So I will let Pop Blender tell the story, or if you guys want to go back and watch the very end of his show
Hang
with
on.
Matt last night.
I gotta mute my mic for a second.
Okay. If you want to go back and watch the very end of the Evening Blend with Matthew, he tells the story. Otherwise, I'll let him tell it because it's funnier when he tells it. So I have some extra Ninja Zartans, and probably they're either going to go to Joe Fest or to Yojo Depot because I don't know if he got any for the store. So I really like it. I picked him up. I do like Ninja Zartan, and I know you are also going to talk about this guy too. So I'm just going to show that I got him and cancel that. Hit the wrong button. We got to talk about how good this damn figure right here is.
Right?
This thing is awesome.
One of the best coincidental releases of Marvel Legends series they could have.
This Secret Wars Daredevil is absolutely fantastic, and this is the Daredevil I've been waiting on. I said that when you showed it and when you talked about it. I was like, this is the costume I want. They did the right thing with the batons for this figure. And when I went to one of the Targets on Sunday, I was walking down the aisle because I wanted to see if they had Zartan on the aisle. And they didn't, but I was walking by, and of course I'm looking at everything else, and I was also filming. I did a video that whole day, but I have not put it together yet. Anyway, so I'm filming, just making it a hunt video, and I see they got like 4 of these on the peg, and they had Falcon, I think. But I was like, holy shit, there's that Daredevil. I was actually gonna order it this coming weekend, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it because I already know it's an awesome figure. So those are my pickups. That's all I've got are those gaggle of Zartans and that Secret Wars Daredevil.
So the Zartan thing, I knew you had gotten stuck with more than one. I didn't realize it was as many as 6. Like,
yeah,
you're going to be trading Zartans for everything and anything you can you can get. But then I remember up here, like I got mine pretty fast, pretty easy. But you guys, it's a Target exclusive, isn't it?
it is.
And now I can understand why you would be extra careful to assure one through an ordering if you thought you might not be able to get it again, right? Target sells it, got it.
Well, they back ordered. Target will also cancel orders on your ass. They're not as bad about it as Walmart, but they do it. And I had it ordered, right? They went on back order. Everything, all of them that people ordered on the website got put on back order. Punks got put on back order. We talked about it on Friday when we were on After Dark. And Punk did the same thing I did Saturday night. He was up late and was watching Target and refreshing it and watching it populate at the stores because all the stores had it, but they really, really held firm to the street date on this one in most places. So that's what I did. I'm like, okay, it's back ordered. They're probably going to cancel this on me. So what I did was the first Target that was really close to me showed up, and it showed up where you could order it and pick it up in the store. So I did. But I have also had Target, when you do that, sell it out from under you and cancel your order doing it that way. That happened to me a lot on the Tiger Paw when we were all trying to find the Tiger Paw. So I kept refreshing it, and the next Target, which is the one I like to go to that's closest to me, theirs showed up. So I ordered 2 there, and I'm thinking, all right, so if one of them cancels on me, I got a backup for 2 figures. Mine's
And
back.
then
I'll cancel it.
did you get a backup for the backup? Because now I can understand you got a backup for your backup.
That's exactly what I did.
Oh my God.
So I went and picked it up at the first one, never canceled it. And the other ones, I was like, well, it's already paid for. I'll just go pick them up and I know I can trade them. Like, I'm not going to like throw them on eBay. Like, I know I can trade them, or I can at least take them to Yojo Depot and for
Sure.
store credit, or trade for something I don't have, because he's got a couple of the figures I never picked up. So I'm like, I'll get those. So that was how I wound up with 4. One of those 4 was pop blenders. And then when I got home, my other 2 were no longer back ordered. They were processing and I couldn't cancel it. They got here yesterday.
What an open book into your luck and thought process. Well, that's the show for tonight, guys. That was Darren's The Tale of 6 Zartans.
That's the Zartan. So let me run through the chat real quick, and we're going to
buddy. You do that.
So
yeah, no worries.
Eric Thurman, Cooking with Eric here. What's up, Eric? Let's see. Will Mistress Armada come out this year? I think Vulture will be next year's. Possibly.
Yeah, I'd say by the fall, winter, you'd see that wave that they were talking about.
Yeah. It sounds like Ninja Zartan will be next year's traveling Joe. He may be. Might still have these things. Cooter's Garage is here. What's going on?
Come to think of it, I think didn't Mr. Armada didn't Bees and all them show that already yesterday? I thought, like they get it that far in advance. Like, could be at any point on Bees channel.
Yeah, he could probably have it before we ever get to order it. You never know.
Mr. Armada, you say.
Stanley saying, why'd you not just hang on to Pop, save him the hassle he went through? It wasn't supposed to be a hassle. And if I'd have known what I know now, I would have brought it to his house. That Target is like 6 or 7 minutes from his house. And it was early in the morning. There was no traffic. So
I'm like, you've got a wave plus worth of figures. They're all Zartans. It's close to 250 US tied up in figures. That's why I didn't hang on to Pops right there.
Yeah.
That would be my answer. I took every one of those motherfuckers back but 2.
I mean, I can always still do that too. Right. I always just take them back. So it's just a hassle.
Yes, exactly. It's a hassle.
Is here SCS? Oh, let's see.
Hey.
Trying to get through here. Put on back order, but still processed. That's what actually wound up happening. But you never know, man, with Target. So you never know. So, all right, what you got, Crow? I know you got some good stuff.
Gotta get some blast effects. I've meant to pull these down.
Okay.
All right. So,
cat.
Nobody cares if I got the Deinonychus and Prof, right? That's old news. Everybody's kind of gotten it if they're going to get it, but I like this dinosaur game where they should. Yeah, well, I like playing with this dinosaur, but that doesn't mean that I think it belongs on my Joe line. It's a one-off. I would never troop build these.
Hey, I see you've got you have the head armor on. Do you like the head armor?
I do not
really like it. Okay.
No, I do not. I would like the head armor if it was painted and had depth and everything, but this looks like they wrapped his head in aluminum foil for a D-list movie. Like Plan 9 from Outer Space concept of an alien dinosaur looks like this.
Yeah, it does not look good.
No, it looks far better like this. Man.
They did so much nice paintwork on it. And
yeah, like they made it great. But if I wanted dinosaurs, I'd buy Jurassic Park, right? I wanted the Joe line and a new character, Crispin Kilgore, this dude, and then what do? They give him Crocmaster's whip, and I'm like, right? But at least they gave him the Hulk system. That was the only thing I was impressed about with this belt was they gave you a place to stick his whip because that whip blows. So that was that set.
Joe Prime 86 is here. What's up, Joe Prime?
We'll go them Taurus and Red Bulls. Right. I like this figure more and more each time I tinker with it. This one, he's like Daisy Wallflower, don't care. I have to really stare at him and go, yeah, oh yeah, he does look Samoan. Otherwise, it's to me, it's like I'm very tempted to ignore him the same way I'm ignoring Big Lob. Like sports fig off to side. This guy doesn't tell me he plays sports. He actually looks like a little merc, right?
Yeah, he looks like an eccentric operator.
Yeah, and I like that face. It's good. Everything's good there. It's awesome. This guy's. Let me know when you get him, but and anybody else in the chat, like, let me know. I'm finding that necklace is one of the most annoying things there. Like, there's nothing wrong with this figure or its kit up to the backpack and that necklace, and then it's starting to have a little bit of annoyances. But nobody cares about Taurus and Red Dog. Everybody cares about this big paperweight I got, right? All right. I feel like if I were to connect a stapler bottom, I could integrate this into a desk stapler. It would be perfect. And that's its function. It's a stapler.
Do you have my stapler?
Yeah, and I don't mean to joke about it like I don't like the thing. I bought it, so I must have liked it enough, man. But this is not the thing I was thinking it was going to be, sir.
It's exactly what I was thinking it was going to be.
Yeah, no, I just meant like I thought there would be like at least a little bit of something to do here, like a play function. But the only play function is one of my bombs fell, so I'll just let the bombs keep falling. Yay, party over here! Can I steer the steering wheel? No. Can I stow anything from this amazing figures kit, like his shield or his other sword that'll get in the way? No, because I don't have a hood that can open. That would have been pretty easy. There's just nothing going on here besides just zoom it around and go pew, pew, pew. Kids, you'll have fun. Like the gun doesn't even depress, right? We knew that going into it, of course. And then 8 blast ports and not a single blast effect. Like just, this is $110 worth of one deluxe fig and plastic.
Yeah.
So I'm very mixed opinions of it. I like it and I detest it at the same time for everything it represents about me and my collecting.
You know, that is supposed to ship for us here in the States. July 1st is the street date on that, the same as with the new wave with Overkill and whatever, all of those. Like that's all that stuff is July 1st. It's all gonna hit right. Like literally, we're gonna pay for it at Joe Fest while we're there. And I still have not ordered that despoiler.
I would wait. I'm going to tell you right now. I've seen this thing sitting at my EB Games sitting for 149. Remember, I get a really good discount at my EB Games because I spend a lot of money there. So I get the max discount that a member can get, and that it's not moving. And I showed it to a guy, and he was like, "Yep, there it is." And he walked away. Right, like a guy that normally shops Joe's.
Yeah, I saw. So Eric said hadn't seen anyone else with that yet. I have not seen. I'm sure there's probably some more. You know, somewhere there's probably another Canadian reviewer, but I haven't. Like none of the other the usual algorithm mafia. Nobody's gotten it yet. So.
And Punk with Toys and I talked. He said, you know, I didn't want to rain on your parade. You seemed pretty eager to do a live on that thing rather than doing a review. And I said, yeah, like I wanted to see what that was like to do it that way. I've seen Zakanin had done it to moderate success with what he did. But I was like, if I hadn't, this was the best thing I could do it on because I already knew like $110, I'm going to like the figure. But this vehicle, we seen everything we needed to see off it, off all the renders and shit. And I was right. It just didn't blow me away with anything new now that it was in hand. It just met the expectation. And I don't think anybody had high expectation besides it looks stylish, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have high expectations, but I wanted high expectations because the price is, I still say it's too much. Triple C saying, I think he means to say, is the despoiler Okay, the spoiler is big. Is it bigger than the vamp?
Uh-uh.
So
No, you can see it on top of my ramen van here. Like it's definitely wider than pretty much any vehicle you've got. It's 18 inches wide from wingtip to wingtip, but as far as length, no, it's not longer than the vamp, right? But it's
yeah,
bigger than the Air Chariot, Serpentor's Air Chariot, and other stuff like that. I should just leave it like that for tonight. Just as long as
yeah.
the chats are going up, you won't be staring at my balls, so we're good.
Just
But
call
if I
the
see that
misery
chat
machine
stop,
the misery demon.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's just
Oh,
it's a great upgrade for my misery machine, right? Look at that.
that's right.
Look at that custom right there. Ain't nobody thought of doing this with their ramen van, right? So
You're the
if any
first.
of you think you're gonna add missiles and a destro chair and a stapler to your
Oh
ramen
hell no!
van, hell no.
What?
Oh, he's heating up.
Yeah, you still got your shirt
Anyways,
on though.
back to figures, not taking pokes at people. That was just for
What's up,
fun.
Shane?
I too got Daredevil. So you talked about him enough for both of us because I agree with every damn thing you said. You want to know what my panic was the other day? I lost the little back piece to his staff. I forgot which bag it was in, and I just said what a great thing it was. It was removable, and all you could hear was, "Of course, it had to be fucking removable." So I remove it. Then what do? I lose it, right?
Mine is in the staff. So Crow did a review on this guy. I haven't. I filmed one, but I haven't had time to edit it. But
Well,
he's.
that's
Uh,
go ahead.
I was just going to talk about that little piece that connects the batons together.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if that was new or not, but I think you guys were telling me like, yeah, it is. And I was like, I like this.
Piece right there snaps into one of the batons, and you can actually snap it into the other one and make the one big baton, or you can separate it. I just keep it in there because of what you just said. I do have the
Yeah.
parts bag for him, but I just
Well,
keep it in there.
I took it out because that's how you insert wire in there, and that's like a huge part of a Daredevil. Like I'm ashamed of liking this figure so much. When they were going the extra distance and they don't include a little piece of wire, I was like, you almost had it perfect. That's not a maximum set. If you throw a wire in with this, that doesn't put it over the maximum line, right? Here, I'll show you the last one I got because it's in the vein of Daredevil. If you ever get a chance to grab these figs, if you ordered them you've got them, you already know what I know, which is goddamn, these are good, right? And they came out beautifully like timed. These guys all showed up on the same week, basically, and I was like, "Oh, thank you for making everything so much easier. I have an instant Daredevil shelf right here now, right?"
Yeah.
But shit, yeah, like I kind of want to track down another one, but I won't because I'd really like to do some customs and kit bashes with this one. This one for sure, but I'd be like, man, what? Oh, that white would be a terrible thing to paint over. But the way they did the blood on this guy, like I said in my review, it's a mix of fresh blood and stale blood, right? Like you can tell, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah,
Right?
it looks great. I wanted to get that set. Like it hadn't sold out when I was looking at it, but I just at the time when it was there, I couldn't spend the money on it if it wasn't at that time, if it wasn't a must have Joe item. I couldn't spend the money because clearly I needed to wait for so many Zartans. But
Yeah,
that was months
that's
ago, and this is today. So
don't get into my Zartan monies.
Eric just made me spit coffee out with this one.
Good God. There, I've never shown this, but that's your standard blast effects for his shield.
That looks good.
Right, in case you were wondering if it was going to be wonky.
Still core.
This is just the standard Viper steel core or whatever, or shooter sets. Right. So basically all those It's still a bit of a bitch to get his hand in the shield properly. You can't see it because of my lighting that well, but if I tilt it like that, maybe you can see that
Yeah.
I've got the thumb and
Yeah.
not really the hands, right? It's a tough
Is it
one to
one of
grip.
those? Is it one of those that it's almost easier to pop the hand off and heat it up and put it in
Exactly.
there
Yeah,
than
if I
put it
were,
in?
yeah, exactly that. If I were to take the shield off, it would be great. Right? And then we can do this. We can do night. What is this? A terrible Highlander sci-fi movie remake right here. Whereas sleep the blast effects and be like Highlander in space.
Freedom, Hollander in space.
High heart. Anyways, that's it. That's all my new stuff. You can join me back on screen. You've been gone forever. Get back here.
All right. I was looking at Cypher's comment. GameStop has Cobra Commander for $54.99, $52.99 for pro members still in stock. He was. I don't think he still is. Because I was going back and forth on ordering there too, and I didn't because that's that's pretty much what I have left in my PayPal account right now, and I'm expecting any of this new wave to start hitting. So I'm like, I'm not gonna. Even though it's saving, hell, it's saving $17. So they didn't fix the price yet. BBTS or Entertainment Earth had put him up cheap, and they fixed that pretty quick. And then GameStop put him up for that price, and it stayed till it sold out. Let's see here. Where did Eric's saw? Yeah, Eric's going to see Motu tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm planning on going on Saturday to see it this weekend.
I'm contemplating whether I'm even going to see it in theaters or just wait. Like I said, I've never been the guy going, yeah, He-Man, yay, I'm so excited. I'm just happy for you guys that were He-Man fans. I'm not. You don't see me collecting He-Man figs very often. I buy the odd one just to have one for nostalgia, but I didn't have that many as a kid, so is what it is. I'm gonna go
Skeletor. So
yeah, my son and his friends want to go see this, and they might need an adult to get them in. But I was thinking of seeing it as well. Backrooms, the movie you mentioned to me, and I was like, "What the hell is Backrooms?"
Yeah.
Now that I've heard back on it, I might go see that.
Doing that movie is also doing fantastic too. It and Obsession both beat Mando and Grogu this past weekend. Those two independent horror movies, both from YouTubers, beat Mando and Grogu over the
weekend. And what are you gonna say about that? Does that mean that Mando and Grogu is that bad, or these movies are that good, or the gap is that big? Right? I'll find out. Both. I'm gonna see Mando and Grogu. I sure as shit am not gonna go to a theater to go watch it. I pay for Disney Plus and have for a while. Why should I have to follow that TV series into a theater doors and pay more? That's my big finger to them. Like, no, I won't see you in theater. I'll wait till you're streaming it on that service I paid so much for so little for.
Same. I want to see it. I will see it. I'm not going to see it in the theater. No interest in seeing it in the theater. I do want to see Backrooms. I want to see Obsession. Backrooms is like an entire concept of liminal spaces that's interested me for years. So been following that. So let's see. Got a Punk with Toys is popping in and joining us. What's up, Lawrence? How you doing?
I can already picture when Darren thinks no one's looking, he's pressing on walls to see if he can walk through them. Trying to use Jedi mind powers to bring things to him.
Yeah, Zartan.
6. You're a Jedi now, Darren.
Yeah.
6.
Jedi ninja. All right, so yeah, I do want to pick up that Muse and Bullseye 2-pack. I hope maybe I can find one that's not too jacked up. Maybe I can find somebody that needs a couple of Zartans.
Yeah, it's just
I'll put that out into the ether.
yeah.
Monk said Olivia saw Obsession today and said it was good. It looks really good.
I'll have to watch that trailer. I don't know if I've seen the trailer for that yet or not. Probably not.
It's really good.
I'm shallow like that. Who's the big name to draw me in? Who's the hook for Obsession?
Nobody, I don't think, and I think that's part of the
nobody again. I hate their work.
I had this comment from Bobby highlighted for you to check out way back.
Okay.
Crow, have you thought about mix and matching parts from Spirit and Raptor to make a Turok the Dino Hunter?
Bobby, I've heard you and others bring up Dino Hunter, like Turok the Dino Hunter before. I think it's a great idea, but Spirit, he's one figure. I feel no compulsion to fuck around with him. Like I have two. I have the Bad Marauders and I have the original, and I like them both. And I don't ever see one going as cheap fodder in a store where I'd be like, I've got an extra Spirit head. But if I did have an extra Spirit head, absolutely I would do that. That's a great concept. And Turok's like, he's primal or he's tech. He could be anything you really want as far as I see him. So
yeah. I like Turok, man. That 1st game. You remember when that first game come out? That damn thing was $70 way back when for that cartridge.
Vaguely, yeah. Because what was that? Was that the Nintendo
64?
Was it the N64? It was right after Perfect Dark came out, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I had it because I had that first Turok because we'd never seen anything like it with the graphics.
I just knew about the comic and couldn't believe they made a video game out of that comic. That's why I remembered it. I was like, oh, that's a Valiant comic. They don't do popular.
See, I'd never even heard of it. I didn't even know it was a comic before the game until later.
Yeah. But again, it was a company called Valiant. It's the same people that did Bloodshot. And if you remember, Bloodshot was a movie with Vin Diesel like in 2014 or something like that.
Awful movie.
Yeah.
So bad.
Another Valiant product.
80s Joe's is here saying I just checked and GameStop and Coco's not even showing up. So did I. I just pulled it up too. That's what I was looking at. It's not even on there anymore.
So I wish it was as easy as telling you just find your local mom and pop toy store. But because my guy called me like right after that stream was over, the release went out to the private retailers. And my pre-orders, it was in on Coco and the what was the other thing? The HAL, I think. Like that. Like just the private retailers have them, and I would just try and track down one near your place that sells classified that isn't a big box store, and you might have better success. Big box stores, everybody's going to them.
Most of the stores, the independents here, get stuff from Entertainment Earth, and Entertainment Earth is pretty notorious for being the last ones to send anything other than with that last retro card wave. They had them months, like 6 weeks before anybody else. But most all of the little independents are supplied by EE here.
Okay.
I know
so
Joe Depot is.
That brings up another good thing I forgot to mention. So on Sunday night, I was on with Sudahuba. He's another Canadian podcast YouTuber, does toy tubing, not just G.I. Joe, but toys. And he does the Great Canadian, or I think it's the Great Canadian Podcast. And there was a bunch of guys all from here in Ontario where I'm at. That's my province that we're in. For you guys that don't know what that means, it's like our state, but not a state, it's a province, right? So, but one of them was from Windsor, which is right across from Punk's region. And he was saying like the EB, we were talking about EB games there. And it does seem, I would say to a Punk with Toys or anybody that's over, just on the other side of a lake or the St. Lawrence from Canada, when you hear things showing up in EB games, it's worth taking a trip across the border because it sounds like sometimes those things are a month ahead of your distribution or more. You said the spoilers not till July, right?
No. Oh, wait. Yes. Sorry. July. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, because we don't do Entertainment Earth up here, and so just realizing to me, like foreign commitments get filled out very differently here than they do anything else you guys ship out of your country, right? So
Yeah, and you guys like with the Target exclusives, like
because
you
we don't
guys,
have targets.
yeah, you get that way early through them up there.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see. All right. Just reading that comment from Cypher. He stopped buying from me. They set on a transformer for a year. Once it delivered, it showed up at Ross. Yeah, I'm out. I don't like them because of their shipping. You got to spend like $1,000 to get the free shipping from them. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like
remember people used to tell me to just order from Entertainment Earth, and I was like, I'm looking at their rates. I don't think I want to. I found other companies.
if you order a lot, like if you're going to order a case of stuff or a whole wave or something, it can be worth it. But if you are just ordering like one item, it's not worth it. I would go to
It's,
BBTS because they've got the flat shipping. Uh,
mhm.
even $6 now. But let's see. Cheat codes still a thing? Well, according to my ex, they are. Mike Gold. I'm in New Brunswick, but he
Oh,
gets
okay.
early in Nova Scotia.
It's another province. I lived in Oromocto when I was stationed out there for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like living in New Brunswick, but I do like East Coast people. East Coast people are great people.
Uh, all right. I think we got all the pickups out of the way. Let's talk about some new Joe stuff.
Cool.
And
I'm gonna turn my camera just off and go outside for a quick dirt while we talk about the stuff you're gonna put on screen. Is that okay?
yeah, that works for me. So,
There we go.
all right. Oh, I wish my nose would stop itching. It started driving me crazy all of a sudden. All right. Welcome
You
to
can scratch it with a
JoJo
despoiler.
Yeah, that's the one thing it would be good for.
It's
Uh,
one of many mundane tasks it can perform.
18-inch nose scratcher.
Yep.
I bet it would work as a good back scratcher with those curved wings on the ends.
Oh yeah. Do you get a good overhand grip on that? You could scratch your ass
Mhm.
with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it'd be great.
Anyways.
What is your profile picture?
Oh
Asparagus?
shit. Oh, that's because that's on me on my laptop. Yeah, that was my old Facebook profile when I was like 3, 4 years ago. That's when I was still
Oh,
the
okay.
Oxford in Kingston. It's me and asparagus
Okay.
because asparagus is amazing.
That
Who
just
doesn't
kind of
like
threw me off.
asparagus? Yeah, that's kind of the intent.
Yeah,
And
I was like, what the
you don't
fuck is
assault
that?
people with asparagus where you come from. That's
No, no, but I do like me some asparagus. Look, Eric's like asparagus. He just thought of something tasty.
Oh, I remember what that photo is. Okay, so when my wife at the time went over to Iraq. Me and my son were alone, and I was trying to do. I had this thing called man versus child because he was a little guy, and I would just be putting ironic punishments for him. And then this one was me punishing him with an asparagus dinner. That's what it was, and that would be the photo I sent Kylie. Like, I'm ready to kill the child with asparagus, something to that effect. There you go.
Oh my god, that's awesome. All right, well, I'm glad we got the backstory for that because I was just if you're just thinking of ways to take a random picture and just grab some asparagus, that's like $40 worth of asparagus too.
Oh,
Man,
up here it grows in our yards. Up here in Canada, it's milk and honey and asparagus out here.
oh
Okay,
man,
I gotta turn my mic off because I gotta yell at my kid again. One sec.
okay. Man, it sounds better every day up there. All right, yeah, that is a good picture. He just needs to take another one like that with the crow hat. So, all right, welcome to Yojo June. Let me get my folder up here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up this. So, we're going to start talking about this tweet this Instagram post from BMAC from yesterday. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, he is telling us that we're not going to get a HasLab this year. Not going to do a GI Joe HasLab. There haven't even been any HasLabs this year, has there? Other than the failed Tron HasLab.
Trying to think. I think, did Marvel have one? No. Yeah, I think you're right. I think HasLab was probably subject to the move, right?
That's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what the rumor has been, was they've just got so much going on with the move, and half the staff quit. So because they didn't want to go. So
yeah,
probably,
in the end, whatever the reason, it happened, right? So you notice they're just saying HasLab, right? Like, before everybody panics, they haven't said made to order. They just said HasLab.
Yeah, see, that's when this made to order thing started coming around, that's what I said. We've talked about that here on this show, about I can see them phasing out the HasLab model and just
I
doing
can
made to
too.
order.
It's very expensive for them. That's why it was probably puckered assholes across the board on the last one, right? So
yeah, on the Snowcat.
Hey, Sabir. Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking too, is they're going to kind of let this pass and do the made to order thing. We know that there's one more in the works. Don't know what it is, but it's out there that there's one more that's slated. I'm thinking it's going to be the Thunder Machine. I don't know. I got no inside knowledge about that. That's just what I think.
So here, if you were to do the math and you were to do some sort of comparables, I think we would find that the figures are far outpacing the vehicles in this line.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right. And we're coming to a point where even vehicles, if we were to match them to the figure lines, because we're past 88, vehicles were getting repainted. So I think shifting over to a made to order would open things up, like, hey guys, we did the Conquest. Do you want a Python Patrol or an Au Naturel? Right? Like, these are, and I think we're going to see more and more mid-level vehicles that possibly could have been direct to shelf retail going this way, just to get them out faster.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, there's not that much difference in it, in the models. They're it's one is paying for the tooling, one is we're going to make it. How many we're going to make? So I mixed those up responding to those comments. That was Triple C that asked that. They could do anything under the made to order banner. Like, it's just,
well, and I mean, in the intent of the email, they're even upping production, aren't they? Isn't that kind of what he was saying? Like, you're kind of not going to miss it because it's going to look like this, like 14 something releases or whatever over a period of time. And
yeah, so we'll see. There's Stanley. I think not revealing new classified brand team during Yojo June is a miss. SDCC may be too overwhelming. We'll see. Hell, they might not even have anything in place. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
there might be,
in the end,
waiting on what's already done until they get it locked down. Who knows?
If I pay you for a job, man, and believe me, I've got an understanding of what I expect from you and what would be nice to have. And if you can't sit in front of a camera and sell that toy, well, it's kind of part of the job, isn't it?
Right? Yep. So I like Cypher's comment. Oh, the ramen toy sales model. Well, I tell you what, not being a HasLab, you know what there will be? A kit. Goes up Friday. Lego Star Wars kid, what's happening? How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend HasLab money, that's on the table.
I want to see. I want to. He's doing an early bird for it, so I want to see the pricing and how long the early bird's going to last. Usually, it's about a month, so we'll see.
It'll come with a tank blast effect.
Yeah, watch it. It's supposed to be for sale. It's going to be with the new ones. Those will probably get announced or something Friday too. All right, so here they are talking about Cobra Commander, and here he is talking about Cobra Commander. They know it's going to sell out at Pulse, and they've already ordered a second production run. Who knows if that's now, if it's later, if it's been produced already. but they already knew that this was going to be a banger, and I think they've got more under a rock ready to go like they usually do. I think they got to get that FOMO going, but they won't wait too long because other stores have it. So, did you ordered yours yesterday? So from your local store, chat.
Today.
Did you guys? Oh, it's today. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you did that yesterday. Um, chat. Did you guys get your Cobra Commander today? You're technically not called King Cobra Commander, but I like that. So,
So
um, it went up during the stream, and as soon as they said that, I was like, this motherfucker's gonna sell out. And I went and I ordered it immediately. As soon as they said it's up now, I said, oh shit, it's gonna be gone by the end of this stream. And it just about was.
and I did like they had the quickly knee jerk move. We want you to grab another device. Don't
Yeah.
leave.
Yep.
But I think a lot of people left. Right. So
Yeah. Um, and I did, like I said, I was watching it on the computer at work. And I had my phone out, and so I was like, oh shit. And I keep the Hasbro web page open, in a window. So like there it is. They weren't lying. Holy shit, it's $70. And
so
when I saw that it was $70, first thing I thought,
Damn you for forcing me into this position.
nice. I was gonna say friggin' $70 to me was kind of where I was kind of hoping it would land. Right? It's basically you can buy this or you can buy the Riptide from Vala. Of course, you're gonna buy both, and you're gonna be happy with the prices on both, right? I think it's a fair price.
I think it's a little high. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of reuse in it. They spent the money on the chair and the box.
The chair is the feature. Like it or not, it's a massive hunk of plastic and it's detailed 360 degrees around it, except for under it, I think. Right?
It looks good, and we're gonna look at the pictures. Of course, I got the pictures. I do think the chair looks fantastic. So I'm not gonna harp on it too much. Like Cobra Commander is my favorite character in all of GI Joe. I'd have bought this if it was $100 to get hooded Cobra Commander, and I think they know that.
Yeah.
So,
And here's my question. It's a question of
Liquid.
prestige. Right? Now that we've seen the size of that thing, does Globulus have to be bigger than that? Because if I see the way that he's drawn in certain ways, there's times where he is, there's times where he isn't,
yeah,
But I think he has to be now.
yeah, I do too. I think he's gonna be very large. Let me hit a couple of these comments real quick. Triple C saying, how's it work with ramen? How long does it usually take to get it? A year.
Yeah.
Just
like everything else.
say a year. Some's a little faster, some's a little slower. Liquid, it wasn't. Fan channel is usually not Amazon, and I didn't realize that either. Like the definition of what falls under fan channel and what doesn't. It's BBTS, your mom and pop stores, just everything basically other than Target, Walmart, and Amazon. So I didn't realize that either. But I was looking for it on Amazon too, and I didn't see that until it was clarified later. Punk made a post on the Punk with Toys Facebook group about that, kind of clarifying what it was. I didn't realize it wasn't going to be on Amazon either. Holy shit, there's Shark Eyes. What's going on, man? How you been? I ain't seen you for a little bit. I hope you're doing all right. Do you have this Cobra Commander yet? Can we expect your review tomorrow?
How heavy is the throne? I know you can answer it. So do.
Can you wear the crown on the tip? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, $45 for a chair. I like the Cobra Commander. So let's see. We got Nolan in the house. Makes us Toy Tube official. What is happening, Nolan? How you doing?
I'm going to reveal a secret. From a long time ago on, I always figured no matter what, people are going to complain about the price, about everything that isn't a standard issue fig. And eventually it got to the point where we were even complaining about that. So I just acknowledge prices now. I know for fucking well fact that I'm probably still going to buy it, regardless of whether I bitch about the price or not.
Yeah. And I'm still gonna give my thoughts on it, but most of the stuff I'm probably still gonna get. It is going to affect me a little bit, and there is talk of another price increase in September.
Yep.
That talk is going around, going up. Standard figures going up another $2. I don't know if that's been officially confirmed or not, but I know that's a rumor as far as I know. And at $30 for a standard figure, and I think of how little some of the figures come with, like Don Moreno that's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a $30 figure for a GI Joe figure. That ain't a $30 figure.
I look at a wave and I look at one lump sum of money, and not every figure uses the same amount of money in that wave, but that lump sum gets used up one way or the other. So like Don Moreno doesn't have all the kit. The figure next to her might have more than what they normally come with to compensate that cost. I do see that in the waves a lot. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got GI Jetman is here. What's up, Sam? What's up to Sharky? Liquid is saying, let's not pretend collecting these toys was never a luxury expense. And that's true.
Exactly. And I'm already well past the skip a figure phase. Like, never got the Ghost Viper. I am not getting the Dire Creeper, whatever. There are figures more and more that will be coming where I'm like, pass. I'm very close to canceling my pre-order on the Hydro Viper because that one specifically of the wave is the one I like the least. I just never was a Hydro Viper kid. But
Okay.
I've skipped reviews on certain retro figs where I have them and I haven't reviewed them because I need to be okay with missing the odd figure on my channel. It's not about people watching every figure review by one guy. It's what I can afford, right?
Yeah, that's right. Jeremy Kimberlin's here and advising me to check my messages. Sent me a message. I'm gonna summarize. No, it's a clarification on the price. Don Moreno definitely isn't worth $30 because Sharky was the first to review her. Let's see. There's Matthew Matson checking in. If Hasbro goes up this fall, Savage Crucible will get more of my money. So Jeremy sent me a post made by Toy Snowman that I have not seen. Clear things up. Canada price will go up September 1st.
Yeah.
US price will increase at a later date. 29 US, 39 Canada.
That's right. And that's still comparable. I laughed on somebody commenting on Facebook going, sucks to be Canada. I'm like, you realize they're talking our currency, $39.99 compares to your $29.99, right? Like in math. So
yeah.
It sucks to be a collector in general, man.
You'll always have Ross, Eric.
And that's gonna drive me down too. Like, my whole thing was I wanted to do military toys, and it ended up being G.I. Joe and then Marvel for some reason. Marvel because I grew up with comics and had aspirations of being a comic guy. I'm open to buying other military toys, but unfortunately, finding access to things like Valaverse, Fresh Monkey Fiction, and everything just has a lot of shipping hassles to get them into Canada, right? That's where you go to conventions and just grab as many as you can, which sucks because certain vendors aren't going to be at conventions, right?
Yeah. No, clearly. So in the chat, so this is what I was talking about. I actually just took a picture of on my phone in the chat there. So Jay 1981-23 says, well, next year Hasbro, and then their response was, well, you never know. So there's people going, oh, there's a clue we're getting the whale. Like, I think that's reading a little into it, maybe.
Well, you never know. Like, again, what if that is a made to order? very expensive made to order. But again, we're getting rid of a title. We're not getting rid of the idea of getting vehicles.
Yeah. Thank
Right.
you. Yeah, we're getting rid of we're just getting rid of what we're calling it, and the process is a little bit different. But I definitely think that you're kind of it's the same thing, right?
And
No,
here's the other side of that. If you're Hasbro and you want to, okay, are we going to release a HasLab this year and ask these guys for another, let's say $300 to $500, right? What if you're sitting on a bunch of retail sized priced vehicles that you're about to release and you realize people won't buy a lot of those if they've lost money in HasLabs, or you'll lose money in HasLab because people are buying all those. Maybe taking a break is because you're about to get choked with a bunch of more expensive kits this year, right?
Yeah.
Like your Thunder
Yeah.
machines, things abundant in that,
And we've seen the release, like the code name list for the end of this year and next year. Like it's amping up. Like they're ramping up the releases.
Yeah. And I've heard some of the rumors of some of the things that are rumored about from these sources. And I'm like, sounds like it's going to just be a different price game entirely soon. Right?
Yeah.
Like, shit's coming and it's going to get weird. Get the lube.
Yep. And I think there's a lot of stuff coming that will be easy passes for people. We're going to talk about one of them. And we've got some of the SDCC stuff we got that I took that out of the slides because we talked about it Friday. So we can go back to it if we need to. But there's a lot of stuff that I think that might be coming that'll be easy for people to pass on. One right here, Ninja Zartan. So Todd C is here. What's going on, Todd? And Sabir saying, I guess when they hit 29, I won't entertain these obscure characters that I didn't care for the first time around. I'm not getting the full wave as is. I think the airtight wave, I got just him. That's me. Like, I'm not buying every single figure. I think I have every figure in that wave ordered because I really like every figure in that wave. I love Sundown. So what's up? Brian King is here. Let's see.
No, I'm with you, and I'm certainly not looking at anything like I want to troop build it. Right, the Special Forces Legacy. I not only didn't review it, I kit bashed it right away, and then I was like, man, I just really don't need a second one. Right. And it was designed for you to want more than one. I was like, no, these pricing things are getting too much.
Yeah. Like that guy, I've finally seen him a few times, and I don't think any of the stores I've seen him in have sold one. So I feel pretty confident. Yeah, that good dude is not selling here.
Well, when he hits Ross and Ollie's, that's when I'll be like, pick me up a couple. Here's some money, but I can play that game all day.
Yeah, I'll grab him then. But I mean, it paid off on the divers and something else. So those I got anyway. Waiting on I've got an extra firefighter and an extra popo on clearance. So.
And 6 Zartans. So
we got too many people here now to talk about that. We got 32 people watching between us and between Crow. So hit that like if you have not so far.
All right. Well, let's get back into it. We're both popular.
Adam saying those who are number completionists are going to have to start rethinking their way of collecting. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that was the one thing I could have never have been. I never got numbers 2, 3, 4, 7, something like that. Like I was missing a bunch, and I became okay with that. So this isn't a big deal to me if I go, I don't want those ones.
I wanted
just hasn't happened. Yeah.
I wanted the first 100 figures, and I wanted 1 through 100, and I got them. The last piece of the puzzle, thanks to our former streaming partner, completed that puzzle for me. So that was and still is awesome. So after that, like I still bought almost everything, but I finally got to the point where I'm like, I don't really like that. I don't need it. I'm not doing the number thing. I wanted 100. I've got the first 100. So I've still got most everything, but there is stuff I'm skipping. Um, Jetman saying, very excited to get my Snowcat because it's the first HasLab that I funded. So I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. That's
Why be
awesome.
sorry?
It
I'm
don't
excited
matter.
to get mine too.
Yeah, it don't matter what it is. Like your first HasLab. I mean, my first one that I backed was the Dragonfly. I bought the Hiss
Yeah.
from somebody. I didn't back the Hiss. So yeah, don't be
Yeah.
sorry.
This is the first one I've backed as well, right? I bought everything else off of other people, right? I bought the Hiss off Darren. I bought the Dragonfly off of a guy here in Ottawa. Right? So
Yep. Oh, before we get too far away from the made to order stuff, did Mephisto ship? Do people have Mephisto?
I don't think so. I think you'd
Okay.
be seeing a bunch of pictures of it out there by now, or reviews. Because
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I didn't think I'd seen any, and I was like, I wanted to order that, but I couldn't justify it at the time.
Me neither. Yeah, I believe me, if what an iconic character to get if you get it. But yeah, it was the same way. I didn't get around to it. I don't know for sure that it didn't ship. I'm just deducing it didn't because I've seen nothing on that yet.
I didn't think it had, but I hadn't really kept up with it, and I got to thinking about that. I'm like, man, that Mephisto's got to be. It's got to be coming soon. Do people have it? And I didn't think so, but thought I would ask. Let's see. HasLab's Rattler. Yep. 0 to 50 men in box. So, all right. Let's keep rolling. Kimberlin hadn't been charged yet. So I didn't think so. All right. So let's keep moving. We got some stuff to get through here. So,
yes, sir.
of course, we got this. Which, in case you guys didn't see it, I did sneak it into our thumbnail.
Okay.
So here was our tease from BBTS, and then today, we finally did get to order this guy. So, good look at the box there with him seated in the throne. I like the presentation for this.
What number did they give this one?
221.
There we are. Holy crap.
So because I remember seeing this, I think when Punk posted this, because I commented on it and I said, I hope figure number 222 is a banger for our buddy Woody.
Yeah, because I was just looking at the spread on this. I've done in 1 week, I did reviews on 193, 203, and now they're already releasing 221. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get saturated. And I guess that adds, I'm trying to think where I lost for the numbers leaving off. I guess it would have been, anyways, you could get lost doing that. Trying to track these numbers.
Sundown is 200.
200, yeah, I knew that.
So, Chaz the Guru jumping in saying I was expecting the vintage collection HasLab to be canceled, not classified. Yeah, seems like it. So what do you think about the box and the presentation for old CC here? You think this looks pretty good?
Yeah, I was always a big fan of the darker image of Cobra Commander in the hood. You can see some really great art online of artists that have rendered him that way, and he's never looked more intimidating. To me, the mask I'll always associate with the cartoon, with the toy. But when you put a cowl on him and you present him like this, I'm gonna go right into it and be like, yeah, I'm thinking kind of a terrorist, right? Yeah, you didn't want me to think terrorist, but he's a terrorist, right? And that's what he's supposed to feel.
Yeah,
right?
He leads an evil terrorist organization, and that's what it will always be.
But you add a gold snake throne, and it just feels Middle Eastern or Egyptian or Sudan kind of. It's just got this different vibe about it. It puts a geographic feel to it almost.
So this particular portrait here, I have one of those pieces of art you're talking about. I've got the poster
Mhm.
of him sitting
Okay.
in the throne where he's leaning. It's actually behind
Yeah.
my main display here. I hung it up before I've rearranged the room 100 times. This particular portrait here reminds me of Scarface
Yes. Yeah.
with him where he's slumped down in the chair with the giant mound of coke in front of him. That's what this reminds me of.
I could see. Yeah.
So what's up, Starfighters? I was just saying that. That's something I really want to order anyway is kit, and I was trying to figure out how I could possibly make kit work along with a HasLab. So
Mhm.
that just got solved. So on our CC here, so here's our stuff that he comes with, and these are all the pictures I think from yesterday. I've got some of the product shots in here from today. So I really like the chair. I think the chair looks great. Everything else, like a lot of the stuff on this figure, the vest and jacket part, I think the arms, I think all this was part of the other one.
Yeah.
Um,
Can are you able to zoom in on that?
yeah, what you want to see?
Can you zoom in on the chair, like the between the two cobras under the seat cushion? You see how the ordinate, yeah, right there. What you're zoomed in on. Okay, I was looking. Okay, it doesn't look like it does. I was wondering if it opens so you could put stuff under the chair. I have a Blockies Megatron that they built a throne that goes with it, and you could open that up and store some of the excess kit in there. For a second, the way those snakes were coiled on the top part, I thought maybe that opened, but I don't think it does.
I think if it did, I think they would probably have talked about that feature, and they did
Yeah.
say that it's all pre-assembled.
Okay, so it just comes
obviously,
as one piece, eh? Like all
yeah.
done. Yeah, fair
So he
enough.
comes. I like this. I like that he comes seated on it. I just that I think the
Mhm.
presentation is perfect, but the chair's nice and ornate. I think I like Tuco's throne from Frostbite a little better, but I'm biased. Yes, issue 100 Cobra Commander.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely, Brian. So there he is seated. We got the staff. All of this looks good. So I have the Crimson Cobra Commander. I love that figure with the black and the ornate vest. So it's just, and he does have the same cape here, that
Mm.
quilted snake scale looking kind of cape. Another shot of the front of the box here. So here we get to what we got to see today, which is some of the product shots. I mean, look at that, man. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
And there he is with the crown. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. Right now, he's
Sure.
wondering why he and his throne are trapped in Destro's castle.
So somebody had pointed it out, and I see it now. They're like, already I'm going to pop the arm off of mine and feed it through those Brassard coils because
Yeah,
otherwise I can't do anything with that arm. And I'm looking at some of the shots going, oh, they just worked their way around it. Like the poses
yeah,
all have that arm. Yeah, but I can see what he's talking about now. It does look like it would hinder it, but you can remove it all. So
yeah. I think they said that they kind of just screwed up when they did that, and they didn't realize that somehow it wasn't through there. I hope they don't
mhm.
ship that way.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
but here we are with product shots, and everything is locked and loaded.
there is the picture of it in the box, so I guess it
Yeah.
is gonna ship that way. Hopefully that's an
But
easy fix.
well, for some, but I mean, for people who just don't do customizing, like they'd be like, "Man, no, but that fucking sucks. That's a terrible error. I can't do anything with this arm but move it like 15 degrees in any given direction." Right?
Yeah. That original one and the crimson one doesn't have a great T pose as it is.
Mm. Mhm,
I mean, it's
mhm.
okay, but it's not great. Pyramid of Darkness throne. Yeah. I think it's kind of a generalized look of every throne he's ever had, kind of
Yeah, and
amalgamation.
it's a damn shame that the Cobra logo isn't somehow detachable for you to kind of like shift that over for photos on other things. Like, I mean, you could try and keep the logo out and keep the head and some of the hood on there for Conan shots or Red Sonja, but the Cobra emblem itself will eventually creep its way in, right?
Yeah. You know what would look pretty damn good in that chair, although you'd never be able to get it in that chair. It just come to mind is the ceremonial Belloc from the Indiana Jones Adventure Series line. When
Oh,
Belloc's
okay.
got the robe and the hat and
Yeah.
shit on, but that figure, like, it's like the
They
old
should.
royal guards from Star Wars, the robes hold it up.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Stiff robes, not soft goods.
Yeah, they're flexible, but they are not bendy. Ultra Mensch is here. What's going on? Putting up some new shelving. I know how that goes. A tutorial on how to fix it, Matthew said. It was really dumb. They missed it. It was in the OG drawings
I
correctly.
know. I just figured out what I've got to get for the back of mine. I'm getting this, and I have to do this now that I thought about it. Either I make it or I find some version of it. I need a toilet brush to put at the back of this thing in a little toilet roll somewhere, but that I can magnetize to go on and off. But definitely, I'm having a toilet brush and a plunger behind this thing.
The throne.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find that on Etsy.
Oh, for sure. That'd be easy to customize, right?
I'm sure it is on Etsy. So let me
Yeah.
see how many more we got of him. What's up, Sean Jones? Custom court jester. He's just use any snake eyes. I
Yeah.
dig that, and I like Liquid's comment. Finally, the red is bright enough to see on the sigil on his chest.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And then there's the back. They didn't skimp on the detail on the back with all these intertwined snakes. And the side looking like scales there.
Yeah.
I hope that it is a different color, and it looks like it is than Destro and all of
So
Destro's.
here's what I would have liked, and I didn't see this on the demo. Did they? It's just a flat bottom base, right?
It's what it looks like it's sitting on a carpet.
You couldn't have put a little spindle on that base so it can spin, because who wouldn't want to do the Doctor Evil thing with Cobra Commander, like turn the chair, right? You could do Inspector Gadget shots here of Doctor Evil, except it's Cobra Commander spinning your chair around rather than turning it. I would have been one little feature.
That would have been neat.
Yeah.
That would have been cool if they done that. So we got a shot of him here. We're getting ready to pop somebody that came for a audience in the chambers there.
Yeah.
I dig these shots. They did a good job with the photography on these.
I dig the choice of the firearm they gave him, because they didn't give him the hairdryer gun. They gave him like the German style Luger looking one.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, I associate that way more with a threat than the hairdryer.
yeah. They were saving that. They were saving the reissue of that gun for this figure for that connotation probably. Because I
Mm.
don't think anybody's come with that except for the Cobra officers. Has anybody
Yeah.
else come with that?
I would have to like really dig into my memory. I'm sure it's appeared with certain accessory kits, but I don't recall off the top of my
Because
head.
I really like that gun because it's more like a real world gun, and they haven't overused it. So I noticed that too. So I'm down for it. I think it looks good, and I'm glad they give him a different weapon. And they also
Yeah.
didn't give him the one from the original, like the Cobra Commander from the first 10 figures or whatever.
Yeah. If you look at Cooking with Eric's comment, I could debate that with him, right? Where down at the
This
bottom, yeah. I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, of course. You're just going to stick him on there and he's going to sit on your shelf and you'll pay that much money for him and he'll look great. I'm like, no, photography, sometimes he'll be in it. Maybe sometimes I'll have Zorana sitting like sideways on it, like she owns the joint, legs kicked up, relaxed, take photos. It's a really good photo piece.
Yeah,
Like,
it'd be
yeah.
good for background stuff too. I think it'd be, you have somebody fighting over the chair in the throne room. You could have him fighting
Yeah.
Serpentor in front of it. So
Maybe Serpentor sits in it. Yeah. Devil
no.
Snake, Go Dragons.
And here without the cape, so cape comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. And there we go. Cape problem gone. Right.
J Toygo, what's happening, my man?
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely came with the officer. We're just trying to think. I thought I seen a character recently that had it as well, but I'll be
Yeah,
damned if I remember.
that's the only one that comes to mind, man. Or the
Yeah.
couple versions of that Cobra, that officer figure. Python Patrol had it too.
Mhm.
All right, so here we get into this thing. This is the varmint and the stealth flight pod. What are your thoughts on this one? Did you order this?
No.
I did not
No.
either.
No. This is the prime example of where I feel good about going, not going to order it. I have two goddamn tiger paws as it is. I never got the ferret. It's not a re-release of the ferret. It's his own thing painted green. And the flight pod is fine as a one and done vehicle on my shelf. I'm certainly not going to start loading 788 versions of it up on my shelf.
No.
But I don't resent this because a lot of people started collecting after that stuff stopped being available. So here's a kick at it with the cool snake eyes. I do like the snake eyes.
See, the snake eyes is okay. I like the Viper. I like the 788 bubble part just to go with the 788 team. This is a good set for people that missed these vehicles
Yep.
and just want different versions of the figures. I didn't order this. If like it ever goes on sale or I ever trip into a pile of money, like or trade for this is something I would like trade for.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
I would definitely seek the figure out of Snake Eyes in this as an individual buy it. I would even probably buy the vermin if I could buy it separate from all of this. But as a collective, at that price point doesn't really matter to me. I'm like, no, it's not a consideration. There'll be other things I'm trying to spend my money on at that time, anyways.
That's kind of how I feel with it too. Like I don't hate it, but I don't feel like
No.
I need it. If I get it, it'll be when the price is right. And Adam's saying it's a box with a battle in it.
So I at least I appreciate them, not they gave it a steel core helmet for Snake Eyes, but they didn't just leave it at he's only steel core, like it's Snake Eyes. Right? Like they could have just made this another generic Cobra versus Joe, no identity kind of set. Right.
Yeah.
They gave it
yeah.
a decent enough Snake Eyes.
Yeah, it's the Snake Eyes is a good figure. I am full up on Snake Eyes.
Me too.
Not a Snake Eyes fanboy. I never have been. I do like this more commando version of Snake Eyes, but
Yeah.
I've really got all the Snake Eyes that I feel like I need right now.
Snake Eyes is not the lead singer of the band here, all right? Like he's one character, lots of Joes out there. I'm with you.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Faceless Janitors here saying Hasbro's making it so easy to save money.
Yeah.
Where
No
it goes wrong.
HasLab. This is the offering. You do.
Yeah.
What are we gonna we're gonna desperately have to try and find something else to complain about in a minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll move on past this one. I did get the render picture in here. Liquid saying they used the freaking pinned commando buck. I don't mind it. It's okay. It's not the best, but I do like it.
I'm not buying it, so
yeah, I do think this would have sold well enough if they were individuals. I don't think this needed to be a battle in a box set like with this. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. I think both of them would have sold okay on their own. Snake Eyes, this fits in with. You could use this as Night Force. Fits in just fine with Night Force.
It just makes me sit there and go, wait, are we seeing it wrong or is Hasbro seeing it wrong? Are there actually kids that people are buying these for that play with them? I know Evil Dookie has one that plays with this stuff. So I'm like, who needs a battle in a box? Well, it's
Yeah.
something to give to kids so they're busy wherever they are. That's why they got a, friend and foe kind of thing. But as adult collectors, I sure as shit don't need battle boxes like that.
No, this, if you only wanted one or the other, this is a hostage pack. If you're trying to collect all the Snake Eyes, or you're really wanting to army build Vipers, or you're really, really into the 788 stuff, this can be seen that way. But it's not for me, but I'm glad the people that like it are getting it.
Yeah.
Ultra Bench, he ordered it. So Snake Eyes V3 is the one we all want. I can't believe they did 4 before 3, but Hasbro gonna Hasbro sometimes.
And then Mass Device with polar bears and
yeah, this is like the 4th Snake Eyes in like 6 or 8 months.
It feels unhealthy and obsessive about Snake Eyes to make this many Snake Eyes.
5 if you count Don Moreno as Snake Eyes. I don't, but some probably do.
Yeah. I actually look at my V4 Snake Eyes as throwdown anyways. I'm like, yeah, that's Collins. It's not the other Snake Eyes. It's like just in my head, because I'm like, I need to put them all together on the same shelf. I can't stack all my Snake Eyes in a line for some reason. Doesn't feel right. Too many of them.
You're gonna have a shelf of nothing but Snake Eyes before long. I'm sure some people do.
I'll break them up with Sergeant Slaughters and Cobra Commanders, apparently, and Roadblocks.
Yep. Now I'm Roadblocks at one though. Roadblock for me is like Cobra Commander. Like I'm gonna buy them all. When they make stupid Space Force Roadblock, I'm gonna buy that one too.
So here's the thing.
And Mutt.
But yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, Mutt. I just, now that because I have it up on my TV, I can see that screen a lot better. Isn't that Beachhead's torso? Like Cobra Island Beachhead torso? Or is it a different, no, or is it a lower cut vest?
I think it's cut lower.
Okay.
No,
because I would be like, that's a terrible vest to use, but
yeah.
Okay, it's not. Yeah. All right, good. Thought for a second it was Beachhead's vest.
It's awful.
But it's the same box.
Wall sticker on
right?
the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you can see the pins that they were talking about, the pins in the legs and the elbows. Yeah.
Yeah. So some people really hate them pins, man.
That visor kind of looks cool on them.
Bill Guy. What's up, Bill Guy? Yeah, I like the green. I like the colors. It just I don't know, man. It's just there's only 2 more versions of Snake Eyes I need, and that's Vietnam Boonie Hat pre face surgery, and then after the accident when he couldn't talk, like an unmasked tore up Snake Eyes. I would really like an official version of that.
No, I mean, it's just pushing me to buy other lines. If I've got the character in repeat, it's going to be a month or 2 till the next one. Well, maybe I'll go shop a different company for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's another action figure company's got some badass stuff coming out. We'd be talking about if this was a longer show tonight. All Commando Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
No, the pins are not removable. I mean, if you want to break it, I guess if you could heat it up and customize it, if you're somebody that knows how to do that, but
would not recommend.
Yeah, would not recommend. Rubber masked Snake Eyes. Yeah, I could go for just the rubber mask, what he looked like. So there's another. How many pictures of this fucking thing do I have in here? Hold on.
Who do you think wins in a fight? I'll be the guy that puts this out there and just drops the mic. Who do you think wins in a fight? Snake Eyes or Ocular Serpent? Anybody know who Ocular Serpent is?
Just because of the name alone, Ocular Serpent. Just because I want to
If
see
anybody's
some
not,
news once in a
what
while.
is that one? Which is that the it's an exclusive Eleverse came up with for
Titan.
which year?
Titan, I
exclusive?
think it's the
Okay.
Titan. Matthew will know.
Yeah,
He saw it.
Ocular Serpent, and I was like, oh,
That's so great.
yeah.
Adam saying, good work on your IG to spoiler review, Crow. Called it how you see it as always. Hero, that said, is easily the figure.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. You're right. You're paying a lot of money for that figure. very a lot of money for the figure that is good. My tongue is not working today.
It's got to be really good because I mean I'm gonna get it. I gotta have that Destro, man. But damn, I only want Destro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not finding a ton of faults with them. The deco is a bit obstructive, but you'd expect that. But honestly, like, I don't care. So long as the people that were screaming for this are satisfied at least with the figure, at least be satisfied with that, then I'd consider it a win. It's just bad delivery system. But if you guys see something about this figure that I'm not seeing, and you're like, "No, that's a piece of shit," I'll be like, "Well, then it's a complete failure." I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Well, Destro as a figure looks like a 5 out of 5.
I would say be careful of paint rub on the handle of the swords.
Mm.
That was one I noticed the gold starting to come through when I took it out of his hand. But that's it.
Okay.
I didn't really need to be on big camera. That kind of better be.
Well, you had him up, and some people might not have seen it yet. So if you hadn't, go check
Fair.
out Crow's review. Jay saying he found Rock Claw today at Walmart. Nice.
Oh, that's where
yours
came.
Means
Ours
he's gonna
showed
pick
up at
Target. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say I was trying to think if mine showed up at EB Games, but it was that local store. No, it was Toys on Fire. So sorry, I'm jumping all over you today.
It's all right. It's all right. We're rusty. Everybody's digging the Destro, man. So I'm glad you're able to show it to us. Somebody we know that's got it in hand. That's not Adam. I'm just kidding. I love giving them shit. I'm all in for LARP Snake Eyes, says Faceless Janitor. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
I got them set up there for the Queen music now.
Let's see. Hold on.
So did they? I missed it. No. Oh shit. No, I didn't mean. No, turn it back. Yeah. On the stream, did I? Because I had to go. I had to go take a call. Did they show a head swap happen between the Scully head and his head, or not?
It's in one of the pictures.
Okay, there is a picture.
Yeah, okay. It's in. I've got it. It's in one of the promo shots for him. Adam saying, I got to shoot through. I'll catch the rest on replay. Always a pleasure.
Thanks,
good to see you, Adam. Thanks for coming by, man. And like I said, I hadn't seen you around for a little bit, so glad everything's okay. Just a schedule change or something. So thanks for coming by, buddy.
I got to go check on my teenager. Give me 1 minute, and I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see. We got Tony's Figs popping in here. What's going on, Tony Tone? How you doing, man? Let's see. Jay saying that Full Force winked that Flash is going to be in the last retro card wave of the year. So was that the first stream or the second stream? I'm glad though. I mean, we knew he was coming soon. So I'm glad Flash has gotten some kind of official, unofficial confirmation there what time. So it's good to see him. Liquid saying finally a good use for the yellow diver assistant, the Deep Six. Yep. Wetsuit. So he'll go kind of with wetsuit too. It's 10:41 p.m. Do you know where your teenager is?
Yeah, I do. That's what I was hoping to do with this one is you kind of touched on it, was to transfer that head onto the new Shipwreck's body, because I don't need a second Shipwreck. And then put one of the yellow diver extra heads onto that. So yeah, it sucks to plan around the figure going, I'll need this set to really enjoy that set, right?
Yeah. I wanted them. I just wouldn't. I was definitely playing chicken on them. So here's our package on Deep Six. So deluxe figure. I'm kind of on the fence on this dude being a deluxe, and it's just because he's so big. It's just because he's so bulky. You'd mentioned the weight. He's gonna be chunky. Jeremy saying,
Chunky.
skip to the best reveal. Vamp Mark 2. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Come back tomorrow. You can pick when it comes on.
Retro Snow Job and Blood, Stanley says those are some that you got to think a Retro Snow Job is not far off. That figure's
Sure.
way up.
I think the Deep Six reveal just, yeah, it'll be nice to see him finally have some freaking articulation. I remember having Deep Six as a kid and everything like this, but I think there was just this little side of me that was hoping they would work this out, that it was like removable armor plating or something, and you would have more, like, you know what I mean, like Deep Six out of the uniform and in the uniform. But there was no way they could make that work, right? But to not have it with the shark is just such a big change. It's a lot of change.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are kind of hard pressed to buy Deep Six without the shark, because I think the shark was a big selling point for having Deep Six. Most people liked the shark, but they hated the figure because he couldn't move. So I think you're onto something there. Now, personally, I thought the same. Like, it was talked about he was going to be deluxe, and like, well, are they going to do removable armor? What are they going to do? And no, he's just chunky with better articulation. I've seen people saying, "Oh, it's stupid. They made the same figure, big stupid chunky figure in the dive suit." And if they had changed him or made Deep Six V2, those same people would have go, "Yeah, I was out of line when they made Deep Six. That's not my Deep Six. Why didn't they give him the dive suit?"
Who is your goddamn public when you think of that? They're all sound like Gummy Joe.
I know. They're brothers, twins. This is the Deep Six that I wanted. This is exactly, I like Deep Six, and this is exactly what I wanted.
I like it for sure. I'm definitely ordering it. It was just like I said, there was just, when they revealed it, I was like, oh, it's that simple, huh? And it is. It's a very simple kit. Right?
Yeah.
Big clunky figure, 2 helmets, torpedo and backpack, and a head.
That's what I wanted out of Deep Six. I hope that the construction of the figure is good. I hope he stands well, because if he's got bad ankles or a really loose waist, he's gonna fall over. So I got my fingers crossed, because I like Deep Six. I loved him in the cartoon, and this will always be my version of Deep Six. I have fond memories of taking Deep Six and that shark down to the creek that me and Pop Blender talk about all the time, that I grew up on, and had some good times with that figure.
Oh, that shark was an every time bathtub toy, because it was small, portable, went underwater, everything was good. It was my pool toy when I was at my grandparents' place and things like that. Like, I'm with you. And I'm just like, yeah, like I respect the figure for what it is. I have to have it for what it is. But when I was thinking of like how it never could move as a kid, I'm like, will it be as simple as they just make it articulated, or will it be tricks? Like, maybe they make it like the snake armor where he climbs in and out or something, right? Like, I just saw so much potential, because Classified was doing weird things with shitty characters and making them great, right? So
yeah, well, I mean, I think they did that here. Like, they took a shitty figure and turned it into a good figure. This is what we should have had in 1984 with the articulation. I love the harpoon. It's got the cord with it.
And honestly, like, as a guy who dabbles with customs, like, if you look at it from other angles, because they gave you the 2 different helmet features, right? If these went on all these clearance, I'd buy a bunch of these, because you could do the entire Avengers lineup from like you can troop build these for Marvel Legends and do stuff with that, because that's kind of such a generic spacesuit or water suit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do a lot of custom stuff with this, and I have your custom Deep Six right over here on the shelf beside me
Oh,
that you sent me that you
that
made.
Fisher
Should
Price
have
thing. Yeah.
should have grabbed him and pulled him over
Mm.
here. Wolf Grimm is out. Got to get up early for work. Oh, got to
Right,
dig a
so
50-foot, 8-foot trench in the morning. Jesus,
laying,
I hope you are using a mini excavator and not a shovel.
laying lines somewhere. Fuck, man.
Oh man, yeah, it's digging a mass grave or something. Yeah. Oh my God, Deep Star 6 movie shelf. I
Oh,
haven't
it's yeah. There you go. Right.
thought about
Yeah.
that movie in a long
Mhm.
time, man.
Yeah.
Arctic bats, yeah, more Arctic bats are coming.
I heard
Supposedly,
about them being recoming, and then they did say, and we're not going to fast forward and jump here for Jeremy's sake, but they did leak into one point. There was talk about it's definitely going to happen that the Vamp One is going to get re-released.
yeah. I mentioned that today that they are doing another run of the first Vamp.
Yeah.
And the Arctic bats, Jeremy posted earlier in the week, they've supposedly landed. So the next round, or maybe the first round for a lot of people, I'm good on Arctic bats. I've got all I need. I was lucky. All right, so some more Deep Six here. So there he is, in the clear face. I like that shot. I like both helmets. I like the bubble, and I like that. So here's from the stream where we've got the skull face. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Underwater shots. I like these. These look good.
They do, yeah.
They did a good job here. Kind of basic, but there he is.
Yeah, I
using-
mean, he's not surrounded by anything he can't outfight here, right? Because he wouldn't outfight anybody in that suit.
yeah, they didn't put any ills in these pictures.
No Hydro Viper, nothing recent or relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think maybe they just stuck a Hydro Viper in there, but I guess they didn't because it's a different wave, maybe, and in the past, and not a tease. So,
yeah.
So here we are. There's your shot.
That's if worst case, you can stick them in the bottom of your fish tank.
I really think for this they should have put the bubble like beside it. You know, he run out of air, but I guess, but I think it would have been better with like the bubble or like it was floating or something in that moss. But I think that's pretty.
I love that. Like that to me, it is really cool. It's what I had hoped it was, and but I mean, like,
this is Worlds Without End Deep Six.
Yeah.
Had he been in Worlds Without End,
I'd want to moss up the suit or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Get some dirt on it or something. So poor Deep Six. I did order him. I'm very excited for Deep Six.
Yep.
This was a surprise. We get to our renders here, our name drops. Fucking Tom Cruise coming to class.
Exactly.
Man. Like, who'd have thought?
That's exactly what I thought they were sculpting this after. Was like, they made Tom Cruise, and he even looks short somehow. Like, no way for him to be calculated short, but maybe all the accessories just look bigger to me now. I don't know.
Yeah. Jace and Arctic Bats show up at GameStop again. I got 8.
Yeah, I mean, if they do, I'll pick them up. But I got a couple as it is. Yeah,
I love them. I don't need more. I'll let people that missed them the first time get them. Hell, I sold 3 or traded 3.
I don't have many. I don't have many snow serpents, so I might as well load up my hiss with bats when it shows up if I can. So. Back to Tom Cruise and all his reuse. Good, fun reuse, I guess.
Dookie coming in off the street from his day of panhandling for plastic. What's up, Dookie?
What's going on, bro? But yeah, he's got a mix of Alpine's kit and Outback's kit.
Mm-hmm. The colors, like just that little dash of orange on everything. You know, all the times that we say I wish they'd have put a little bit of color here or splash there to break it up. Um, they did it here. Like it's the perfect amount, and somehow they didn't do orange knee pads. I'm really impressed that they didn't do orange knee pads for this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's different brand, right? It's Action Man. It's they made it iconic looking, and they've done it cheaply. Like
Yeah.
the head sculpt is probably the only new thing there, isn't it? Really? So
It probably is. It probably is the only new thing there.
no,
Jay,
introducing the new head sculpt and the color orange to the
Yeah.
line.
this is
Yeah.
Night Force Action Man.
Mm.
Jay says, I'm not getting the Action Man figure. I got no interest in it. Not my thing. Right now, I don't either. I mean, I'm not going to knock them for doing it.
Oh my god, I need it.
At all. Like, I think it's awesome that they're doing something like this. Stanley saying Stallone and Cliffhanger, and Eric saying a figure from 1966. Yeah.
You're thinking of Adventure Joe,
Yeah. Mountain Adventure.
which
Dude.
will come. It will come. I guarantee you're going to see the 66 and to through 74 stuff at some point showing up somehow in some form. Legacy is the big one. Legacy stuff is drawing from those properties all the time. Here's the thing. I need this because I would love to just have fun doing shorts of the misadventures of Action Man, right? And just famous Tom Cruise based scenes where they go wrong.
He just everything you have him doing, he's running.
Yeah. Only Action Man will try to insert into the battle on the side of a Dragonfly helicopter, right? He's dead and falls off.
Put the Rattler on the stand and just have him hanging on to the canopy trying to climb into it while it's taking off and VTOL.
Yeah.
Dookie saying that's a customizer's dream.
Baldy Locks is here. I got to address something Baldy Locks said the other day. He figured
tell
something
Baldy
out.
Locks. Tell Baldy Locks I said hi.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Baldy Locks, Darren says hi. Feud still on, buddy. So, yes, you finally figured out cock. So, really quick, the reason I was go for that acronym being associated with it is because in the Army, we say that is what crows say. They say cock, because we have crows all over our training area that will rip through troops' kits if they don't pack properly and take everything out of that kit. And when we give somebody a hard time, it's like we laid the cock to them today, right? So that was very purposely part of that. And I'm glad you picked up on it, but it's not a rip where I come from.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So Action Man, like I don't mind this. I'm like Jay, like I'm not planning on ordering this. That doesn't mean I won't end up with it, but
Yeah.
I don't knock them for doing something like this. I do like it.
If it's a regular
this is my
price
hope.
figure.
Yeah. This should not be a deluxe.
No, and honestly, this is to me is in the same topic as the Legacy Laura Croft Tomb Raider. Like a couple of the outside properties. Action Man was a Joe property. Don't get me wrong, but it just kind of feels like this is us reaching out to the fringes this way. See what we're doing, right? And I'm like, yep, go with it. Surprise me with a few things here.
Yeah, it's unpredictable. It's different. It does work with classified, and it's part of GI Joe. So. Give us some fresh stuff like this. This is the kind of stuff that they need to do, repaint, reuse, or not, to kind of to breathe life into it. Do this and then redo some of our old characters.
I understand the kit for Alpine being there. I kind of wish they had just looked at that and said, let's do a combination of Alpine and Hit and Run instead. Because that rifle for Outback is played out, and that mag sucks ass. It's all good all the time.
That weapon, if that weapon had the new style sling, you know what?
Looks like it does, yeah. But that mag is still that mag, and it just
glue that bitch in.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do. But also, Hit and Run's kit would have been good for this fig as well. Right, like the climbing gear and the rifle But
a combination of those two, of Alpines and hit and runs, I think would be amazing. Kit bashing their stuff together for just about any figure, but especially something like this.
yeah, it's because I also the backpack. I'm just kind of sick of the Outback loadout. It was great for Outback, and then certain aspects of it start showing up everywhere. It's kind of played out. Time to
Yeah.
tag in new reuse pieces, right?
and I hate that backpack.
Yeah.
I hope maybe the figures are tooled a little differently so it fits in better, but I hate that backpack. It's very, very heavy and it throws
I'm not a
balance.
I'm not a fan of the backpack system as it is, anyways. Like when I was a kid, I had a problem with my backpacks, those posts grinding round. And when they grind round, then they would just fall off your figure.
Yeah.
And I found this ironically a similar issue where these posts seldom fit well. If they do fit well, that's great. But if your figure takes the toss, that post is snapping off in your guy's back every time because the plastic will break, right? So it's just like never a good solution for G.I. Joe backpacks with me.
I know, talking about them rounding off and falling out, Gung Ho's, the original Gung Ho, his was bad about doing that.
Yeah.
And say what's up to Justin Booth has joined us, and Joe Fan 84 is here, probably headed for the recliner. What's up, fellas?
Not far behind. We should roll past this one.
Yep.
Everybody's kind of in the same spot.
We get this guy right here. It's name revealed, Dusty and Sandstorm, looking like a Fatal Fluffy in that picture with the pink ass nose. What do you think about V2 Dusty and Sandstorm? I never had V2 Dusty and Sandstorm.
So I was a big fan of this. I never had it because it was out after I was, I think, either dialing back collecting or never saw it in my region, whichever reason. But I did call this one in my video a while ago, but I was saying to Darren, that's not hard to do because there was a couple of things I was realizing with Classify. One, they were going to go do their desert theme soon. They were building to it. And two, they love their pet companions. And this was a no-brainer because of that price point. Like the pet companion price point to them it's a part of the pattern. So eventually Dusty V2 is coming because Dusty V1 was what, like number 35 in the line or
in the
40
40s? I think he was 48.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, like, yeah, good on me for calling it, but not a hard call to make at all. Anybody could have.
Yeah, I think this one, especially with coming with Sandstorm, with the pet, a question for you and chat: would you guys have rather seen Spearhead and Max first, since we've already got Dusty?
Who says we won't?
First, I mean, before we.
Oh, before this. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get what you mean. First and everything. Oh, no, I'm glad we got this instead. Spirit and Max are cool and everything like that, but I think they're probably right around the corner like so many others. They're doing Psych Out right now. That whole stream of characters are on their way.
Yeah, I think so. So I don't know. I like Dusty way better, but I had Spearhead and Max. Max is ruthless. Also, he controls Spearhead. Pop Blender told us about that back in October, but I kind of would have liked to seen him do Spearhead and Max first, just because the version of Dusty we have is my Dusty, and I didn't have this one, so I'm kind of biased. But either way, I'll probably get this because I always did really like Dusty. I got some good memories of both when I got Dusty and playing with Dusty. So I'll get this one.
You know why I think he's being released in this release wave? Honestly, because I think that their photos for when they do the Hasbro photo shoots for stuff, like we'll probably see something like this where we'll see Dusty sitting in the Vamp Mark II.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are right. I think that's exactly what they'll do. They'll have him with it, maybe in there with clutch or around it. I think so.
Yeah.
Say what's up to Viper Scout. What's going on, buddy? Matthew saying, I love Dusty and Sandstorm. Loved this version. 91 figure. I think that's right. So you would have been out.
So I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do with Sandstorm as far as, yeah, okay, it'll be like a dog. So it'll be like Law, it'll be like Junkyard, all this other as far as points of articulation and alternate head, I'm sure. But being a coyote, will they try and put any kind of military kit harness or anything like that on them? Or will they accept him being a wild ass coyote, like leave him alone? I'm kind of wondering what to expect a classified version of this to look like.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't try and do anything
Yeah.
weird. Just make the sculpt look good. Don't use anything we've already got because they're much smaller.
Yeah.
It's got to be all new. I hope they don't try to do anything crazy with.
No, I don't mean about making them bigger, just like adding pouches or.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
want to do any of that.
No, me neither.
What's up, Loki? How you doing? A lot of love for Spearhead and Max, and for Dusty and Sandstorm in there.
Again, I expect Spirit and Max to be right around the corner because they are also Night Force variants out there. If they've announced Psych Out for Night Force, I think that there's going to be periodic Night Force announcements like that. You notice we got Psych Out for Night Force before we got Psych Out in regular line, right? So
yeah,
consider it. Spearhead and Max have 2 entries on that wheel draw that we're spinning right now, right?
Yeah. Let's see. So Jeremy has already seen this and said that Sandstorm looks good. Nothing to stress over. Looks fine.
Okay.
Nothing to stress over. So
Thank you.
that's
Cool.
my mind at ease because I know Jeremy knows, and no one's half the battle.
It's never a stress. It's more of a curiosity that I'm just like, oh man, I can't wait to like satisfy that itch, right?
If it's something that I really, really like, it's a little bit of stress for me. Like, you remember before we got Clutch, and I was like, I hope Clutch is a good figure. It's like I've actually made a video. Please don't screw Clutch up. All right, so here we go. We got Grand Slam and the Howl, or the no.
Yep. The hell
Howl. Okay,
Yep.
I always mix them up when I first see them.
with the black.
Yes.
Yeah.
So red pads Grand Slam. Get some new blast effects here, laser effects.
Almost like sci-fi's, but bigger.
Are these? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Are these? They do look kind of like sci-fi's. Maybe this one is sci-fi's and this one is a new one that's scaled up.
I don't think either of them are because the globes don't look big enough, but they look like they're in the same thinking and pattern of a sci-fi effect, which is a laser blast, right? A general blue laser blast. So
yeah, I don't really think there's not a whole hell of a lot to say about this one. I mean, it's pretty accurate. I still wish we'd have got silver pad version this one, but that's just
Sure.
me because we're getting Flash, and even if Flash is going to be in that retro wave, like this looks like OG Flash. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do to differentiate the two if we're getting red Grand Slam first.
yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Like, is it really just going to be about the Glenda laser rifle that we saw with the Dragonfly and then adding a visor and maybe a slightly different head sculpt? Like, we'll see. I mean, they could go full classified and do a couple of different tweaks to it to modernize it and go, we'll give you a reprint in retro. But what I like about this is look how minimal the kit is. This is how they're keeping it under a price point. It still makes sense, right? 2 blast effects instead of a pack of sealed pack of the old Fushi smoke ones and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
But-
I mean it is. I hope that it's a little bit lower price point, but who knows?
But now that this is made, I expect the Whirlwind and I expect the Ass because of that carry system, the wheeled towing system. That's easily repeatable.
Yep. All striker wheels
Yeah.
on
And
there.
yeah,
Bobbies.
that is, they'll use the exact same one for the Whirlwind, right? The double Gatling guns.
Yeah. I think this looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of all the towables, but I will get this one. I like this much better than the MMS.
Yeah, I mean it's OG 13, right?
Yeah, I mean you gotta have it to fit them in there.
Mhm.
That's why God created the airbrush.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm saying, Eric. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with Flash? Still no Flash. Somebody had to say it.
Yeah, I mean, a couple paint markers wouldn't be hard to take to those pads.
Yeah. That would mean I had to buy two of them though. But I think most people are probably down with this one. It'll look good behind the vamp, that's for sure. Camerlin says Whirlwind and the Asp are his biggest towable wants.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
I'd love to see how they classify up the Asp.
Well, I mean, we've seen prints of it already. I can't remember the person's name on the top of my head, but popular 3D prints of the Asp already that have worked out. But
Is that GI Customs or Mark II?
Mark II, thank you. Mark II is who I'm thinking of. He's done them
one.
right. So, but yeah, the Whirlwind was one I had as a kid, and I remember repainting the camouflage on that, being all proud of that thing, right? But I took it for granted, and in this line, I feel its absence in my collection.
Yeah.
I want it. Yeah.
Yeah, I need this. I like this. I like these because you can like fit somebody in it and have them like firing it as it's being towed down the highway or something.
For sure.
So we'll see. Jeremy, do you have any idea what the price point on this is going to be? Is that anything you know or can divulge? Just curious on, because by the time we get this will be probably end of the year when this comes out. This will probably be in that stuff that ships in December or January.
I don't
wonder
see this being any different than the MMS, but maybe with the new price increase, I don't know.
Yeah. Coastal Defender coming soon. Oh, these guys. So,
well, we knew, right?
Yeah, we've known about these for a while. And as Stanley said, these are supposed to go up this week at Target. And I had not heard that. So if anybody knows for sure, Matthew, Jeremy. So what do you think about these two? Get some more ninjas, some more Ninja Force.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I like Ninja Force more than I do. Their detail and the way that they've handled them is nicer than I picture them being, of course. And when I find that once things are in hand, I appreciate them a little more. So I do feel like I'd like Jabang more than I'd like Scarlet, though.
I think I'm the opposite. I think I would like Scarlet more than she bangs.
Want to split it?
We could. We could both just go ahead and order the whole thing by the time we could ship them to each other.
Yeah.
If they could have this by the end of the month, where we could just swap them out with each other.
Maybe that's an idea of something we'll collaborate on. Is we'll do a mutual Scarlet and Jabang if we get them close enough to each other. Where I have to advocate for mine and you have to advocate for yours, which is superior.
You probably have yours being a Target exclusive. You'll probably have it 6 weeks before we ever see it down here.
I'll buy two.
So everybody's saying 9 a.m. Eastern at Target, and the same for that Marvel Legends Onslaught are going to be this week.
Yeah.
So, if I get this, I really hate that it's this Friday because this Friday is a payday. I wish it was next Friday when it was in between paydays. If I get this, it will be just because it's a Target exclusive, and I'm really not trying to do Ninja Force, but I'm probably
I
going to wind up
do
doing them.
I do like the alternate heads for them. That's kind of what like
Yeah.
salvages them for me. So Liquid Identity, there are so many Scarlet heads that work. Like probably in my collection already. Like they did what? Snake Eyes Scarlet, the number 5 Scarlet, the Retro Scarlet. Like I've I see what you're saying, and I automatically go, I just replace it. I'm just gonna
The
replace it.
retro Scarlet head would look good on this.
Yeah, but there is something drawing me into that face that's like, I bet you in hand it makes sense because I haven't seen a photo yet where it's been like I understood the expression.
It's the eyeliner.
Is it the is her brow furrowed or is she perkling on? Yeah, I'm seeing lines where there shouldn't be and things like that. So
There is some really nice detail work and some really nice looking paint apps on these figures, though.
sure.
Silly as they may be, and I like Matthews got a good comment here, and so does
Yeah.
Stanley.
So
Target exclusive 2 packs have been peg warmers and clearance chicken set.
so do you, here's the thing, like, and I haven't thought of it this very long, but I would be fine if they did away with 2 packs.
I
I
would
would
be
be
too.
fine. Buy less figures? No. I would just buy 1 packs of the same characters that were in the 2 packs half the time, but at different points in their distribution, right? Maybe
Yeah,
one I would wait 4 months on, but I would buy the other right away. Right?
yeah.
But I'm still buying them.
Yeah, I would I'm with you unless it's some kind of a troop builder pack or something like even slice and dice. I can that makes sense, but
Sure.
uh something like this, like I don't need this as a 2 pack.
Yeah.
This is a hostage pack. You gotta buy shebangs to get Scarlet.
And that's what I mean. Everybody knows about the hostage pack idea. So what does everybody say? Well, I'm just gonna wait till that goes to Ollie's. Well, fuck, doesn't a company love hearing that every year, every 2 pack? Like at
Yeah.
some point, I'd be at the company going, would we still sell if we stopped? Yes, you should stop. You
Mhm.
know?
Matthew saying most 2 packs are hostage packs. You only want one Twilight Guard.
Well,
And
I would think that's debatable. I think you named off a couple, which would fine. Like Blue Ninjas, a male and a female. That made sense. 2 packs, that makes sense. Good. Sure.
mhm,
Troop builds, sure. Right. But throwing in low like the Mad Marauders in 2 packs, not
yeah.
necessary. I would have bought the Mad Marauders over time. Right.
Mhm.
Night Force, same story. Tiger Force,
Same
same
thing.
story. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so there's those guys, I think. Yep. So then we get to this guy right here. I'm curious about this one. I know Jeremy's still hanging on. I didn't realize it, but it is the last one. I'm excited for this, and what you told me what you thought they were leaning into with this.
Yeah, Mountain Rescue Ops. I don't think it's going to be a military one. I think it's going to be civilian. So I think it's going to have way more color to it than this. But that was just based off the idea that this wasn't an army legacy version of a mountain. It was a mountain figure, right?
Yeah.
Mountain Rescue. So, but I noted we would be seeing something interesting wherein Valaverse just showed us what their stretcher set's going to look like for their really cool medic that they've just done. Look into that when you can on the medic story there. But they've got a cool stretcher with this, and I'm like, will this come with a ski stretcher or any stretcher if it's a rescue figure? Otherwise, how's it rescuing anything? You know.
Yeah, it would have to, like you said,
Mhm.
a ski. I think some kind of a ski stretcher would be because we
Well,
already know it's going to be a deluxe. It's probably going to have snow job skis and a ski poles.
Well, I'm only hopeful for these things. I'm not expecting them, but I'm just like, are they considering this? Because that'd be interesting to see a comparison right away of, oh, there's Vela stretcher, there's Hasbro stretcher. Ah, okay, we've got an
Yeah,
abundance of stretchers now. You know, you have choices, right?
Yeah, and they just said that this was the side art, like the box art. So
That's right.
they're not going to picture all of the kit because it's obviously a deluxe. It's going to have a bunch of shit. So
Mhm.
we can fingers crossed. But
Did they say
uh,
this was box art?
yeah, they said this was
Oh,
the side of the.
okay.
I think the side of the box picture. I think was what they said. So
Okay.
um,
Then
yeah, I
scratch what I was saying about the colored stuff. I had thought this was like they said this was just a rendering picture to bring us to the idea of it, not that it was the specific box art.
he said it was or it was like it. One of the two.
Okay,
I
one
thought
of
he
the
said
two.
that it was, but maybe he said this is like the art on the side of the box. I didn't go back
Right.
and listen,
Yeah.
but somebody may be able to clarify that in the chat. But I thought they said this was the picture on the side.
Yeah.
Uh,
So can
So
you go
that's
to
for
the
sure.
comment above that when you're done?
A lot of snow
Oh,
job here.
yeah. Well, you're almost have to expect that at this point because Snowjob's pretty much the main Arctic figure aside from the snow serpents, right? And the firefighter, anybody with thick pants is kind of using those legs already. Like
Yeah, yeah.
Arctic pants are thick.
Yeah, they're all probably going to be similar
Mhm.
as far as the look of the outfit. Jeremy saying this is box art, but not indicative of the product, as it will be a different deco.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it is, but it'll be colored a little differently. So I
Jeremy,
like
thank
it.
you for being here to translate what both of us
Yeah,
are hearing differently.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I like it. So I knew they said something about the box art. So let's see. Actual box art, but not the colorway of the figure, Stanley says. So
Okay. So
re-
maybe what I said
re-
stands, right?
rebrand him as Arctic Snake Eyes and make a million.
Well, I
True.
mean, either way, I'm just glad that they are actually developing some winter themes while they're also saying they're developing the desert themes, and you're seeing it, right? They are
Yeah.
working both themes because
Yeah.
those have
And
been
by
outstanding for a couple of years.
and this probably will hit around the time of the Arctic Hiss.
I would think
Close, I would think. So this is probably is this the deluxe that is up at Walmart without the pictures? Is what I'm
the
wondering.
Hank.
Yeah, whatever the code name is, the one that went up early.
Yeah.
Jeremy may know, somebody may know. I don't know, but because there is a deluxe figure up. Yes, this is Legacy Hank. So
Okay.
now that we know what it is, if you got that Walmart link, because last I checked, it was still up. I don't think they're taking it down. Now that we know
So
what it is, you can order it.
now here's the thing also, right? Like I remember when people were talking about reasons why they didn't have the or didn't play with the snowcat as kids and why they didn't order that as a HasLab. They didn't identify with the snow theme so much in their state or region, right? So again, while we're enjoying some of this, I'm also wondering like, are these the guys that are sitting there going, fuck, I don't like any of this wave. I didn't want any of these snow characters kind of deal because I didn't order the snowcat, right? Like,
Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people kicking themselves over the Snowcat.
oh, I,
I
I
would
I don't
think.
know if they are or not. I'd be curious if there are. Just trying to see it from the idea of somebody who passed on the snowcat, seeing nothing but snow figures now. If that makes them regret things or no, stand by what you said, right? Like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. Maybe we'll see if there's anybody in chat that fits that bill. Let us know your thoughts. All right, let's get to what I believe is the last one we got to look at, and one Jeremy's been waiting for. Yeah.
There
So,
you
what do you
go.
think about the Vamp Mark II?
I saw it pointed out today, and now I never unsee it. There's the Snowcats missile rack.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm going to own two vamps, and I'm still trying to figure out the logic of why. Right, like I was fortunate enough to have the first one. Do I need another clutch? Do I need this? Yes. And I can't explain why. I do.
I'm with Eric. Give us an Energon wave. I do believe it's maybe not a whole wave, but I think it's coming. And Faceless Janitor saying, Snowman here. I passed on the cat.
Okay.
And there you go. Love the Snowcat. So I was very surprised that they went with the Snowcat, and you guys probably know my thoughts on it. Triple C. I'm born in Arizona. I love the snow theme.
Yeah. I don't think it
Eric
applied to people in our groups, basically. It was all
Yeah.
the naysayers of the Snowcat that were really like slamming it.
The same people that talked the shit in the comments that we were talking about on the live streams. Kimberlyn saying it's so beautiful, gonna be Cover Girls ride. So this was my vamp. I had both the vamps when I was a kid. I got this one first. I didn't have an original vamp until later, and I don't even remember how I acquired the green vamp as a kid. I had this one first. This was always my favorite one with the removable doors and the roof, like the Stinger. I always liked the missiles better than the laser cannon, and I honestly like green or a tan outfit clutch over green.
And honestly, I always liked the Vamp 2 over the Vamp 1. I just never had the Vamp 2 as a kid. I had the Vamp 1, right? So, good to go there. But you'd almost feel like, man, I don't need this because I repainted my Stinger to be desert. But it's the difference, and you don't see it in the photo, is the roof has to be different on this from the Stinger as well. It had that opening as well. You could see clutch through the opening. And it does look like the roof is very different on this one than a Stinger.
Yeah, you can kind of see that there.
Yeah.
I don't have my Stinger down here.
The driver, it should have an opening for the driver's compartment, which is cool because when you're taking photographs, it lets a little bit of light in through the top, even though it's enclosed, right? Because I always find trying to look at the Stinger drivers is one of the darkest places in the room, right? Much less take a picture of it. Yeah.
You can, if you can get your camera in there and you open one door, it's good. It's good for shots inside of him, up close looking with the light coming through the slats on the other door. But yeah, from the outside, it's just about impossible.
It's just hard to see the faces of the people in there sometimes. Yeah.
Jay saying the only weird thing is it has gas cans instead of water cans. It's in the desert, man. It's like Mad Max. Gas is a big commodity.
Technically, it should have 4 or more of each, right? It should have a lot of that stuff.
It definitely should.
Yeah.
Let's see. 19 JJ is here saying, I got a cat at the last minute after the tiers were unlocked. It was the last minute. Pulse exclusive again on the Mark II. 110. Probably be 115 by the time it comes out. I don't know. It's that price point, but that price point may go up. I don't know. We'll probably get this month. Maybe not.
Pre-order.
Stinger overproduction.
So like Jeremy's saying, like 110 Hasbro Pulse exclusive. That I was happy they kept it under that because 2 blast effects. That's it. Again, you don't get the Stinger bag of blast effects, right?
And you get these that need to be retired, but at least it looks like they got the peg on the right side this time. Notice they just made them all orange. They didn't put any white or yellow.
Yeah. No smoke.
We're not problems with these up again.
Yeah. We give up.
Fool me twice.
No, but I mean, just anything they can do to keep the plastics down, to keep the price down, because I was worried if they brought the Vamp Mark II out, that if it was too far over what people were expecting, like that Vamp price to be, here we go, right? But no, you can't even use that as a reason to hate on it. So now what? Right? It's cool.
Yeah. and it's that was always the problem, like the stuff that's got only missiles. So better hope Clutch has a lot of ammo for that laser rifle and pistol, or else he's gonna have to resort to the axe and the wrench. So
Yeah.
um,
My thing
I would
right
love.
now is if it is ending up to be a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, if that ends up being the case, right? Um, my EB Games is now a Hasbro Pulse partner, and I'm like, oh shit, I am definitely ordering it at that to get my discount off this, right?
Yeah, that would be a smart use of it, I think.
Oh hell yeah.
So I am like I'm not crazy about spending that on the vehicles, but I do need this because this was my vamp more than the other vamp, and I think they'll also look really good beside each other when you can see the difference in the weapon systems, and but yeah, you can't have two clutches, so you're gonna have to throw Cover Girl in there.
Yep, or Dusty and Sandstorm, or Sergeant Slaughter and some Renegades, or whatever.
Slaughter, man, Slaughter, that Slaughter from the Mercer 2-pack in this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll look good.
I'm
This one, I
excited.
think this one will probably will sell out, Jay. Given the vamp hype and people that were still never able to get the first one, I think this will sell out too. Hopefully they make enough if it's a Pulse exclusive, but eventually, I mean, the first one was up for like 6 weeks or something, so
Yeah.
it didn't sell out until it started shipping.
And just Clutch is one of those figures too, where it's guys sometimes still just want Clutch because he's OG 13, don't care about it, and they missed that first version of Clutch. But like they know that this is coming out, and they've assured that the Vamp Mark One's coming out. I'm so glad. I want to fast forward to where all that complaining is over and done with, and everybody has a Vamp because they'll have a
Yeah.
good kit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing they did mention, like, well, we said it earlier, but I forgot. I'm glad you brought it back up. They did mention that they're doing another run on the original Vamp. So
Yeah.
between this one and whenever that shows up, yeah, people should be able to get one of the two.
Okay, I
So
see. Jeremy's being specific to mention will potentially. So potentially,
uh, potentially doing another run. Okay.
or maybe he's potentially ordering two. But either way, yes. He didn't say definitively. He said
Yeah.
potentially. So
Okay.
that's good. Yeah.
Because he did say once the mold is not being used, so maybe that's the mold for the vamp for the two, and then maybe they'll redo the one. So you're probably still talking a year out
Yeah.
anyway, if we see the reissue. So,
That's fair.
um,
That's fair.
but anybody that didn't get Clutch and you're looking to get Clutch and you don't really care if he's green or brown or orange or Ninja Force colors, that Clutch is a great freaking figure.
Yeah.
So
That's a
I
Lance
love
Steinbeck.
yeah, Lance. Oh,
There's Lance
Lance
Steinberg.
Steinberg. Yeah, dude could not look less like a Lance than anybody I've ever seen in my life. But I just always love Clutch, dude.
It's
reminded
it's
me
one of
my
the
brother.
best. Between that and his forearms, I'm like, if I ever wanted a car enthusiast gearhead kind of figure, that's the one. That he looks exact the role, right?
That's him. That is him. Action Man orange plus 2 tan vamp equals fire. Tiger's a lot of love for the Tiger Sting. That's one I would probably pass. But the Dreadnought Ground Assault and the purple and the green, I'd have a hard time passing on that one. And the last slide that I've got is our thumbnail.
So when I see anything with the Dreadnought Ground Assault purple and green colors, I just think that's G.I. Joe's version of Jokerizing shit.
Yeah, they were doing it before McFarlane.
Yeah.
So I just threw the thumbnail here at the end, and there it is.
What a twist! It was there the whole time.
there it was. At the end, I was like, oh, that box is open. So I'm going to stick Cobra Commander's hand in there. So
Nice.
that is the slides. And Jeremy or Stanley saying burnt orange is my favorite color. Nice. All right. There are the reveals for the first day of Yojo June. We've already seen the SDCC stuff. No, I'm not going to bring that stuff up right now. Might talk about it again on the next one. I don't know. Pretty good offering. I think Yojo June this year is starting out pretty good. It started with a wet fart last year, so
Yeah, I mean, it was really easy to move on past the first two, the Fatal Fluffy and the Cadet Deming shipwreck sets, and move past that discussion today because of these, the new ones. But I'd say the vehicles carried this for me. I don't know. I do like the Deep Six, but it was like I don't know. I kept wanting a little bit more. I realized there's still two more streams. Pardon me, 2 more streams this month, right? So
three.
we'll see. 3, right? 3. I thought there was 2.
No, there's 4 total.
Okay.
And there will be a stream the week of Joe Fest. That will be interesting to see how they do that.
Yeah, what a great time to find out you're going to spend more money.
Mm-hmm. Let's hit a couple more comments before we get out of here. Comic Death, what's going on? Hadn't seen you for a while. Moist and juicy. All right. What do we think about the fact that we're not getting a HasLab? We talked about it a little bit ago. I ain't mad about it. Like I would like to see what we would have gotten after all the talk about the demon or the Hydrofoil or whatever. But with the prices right now and everything, the economy and just everything, I'm not upset that there's not a HasLab. And we talked about possibly switching it to the made to order model, which I think they'll do eventually. I'm not upset that there's not a HasLab. That's money I don't have to spend. And maybe next year, when they come back to it or whatever they're going to do in place of it, it will be a banger. Maybe we'll save some money between now and then.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of good things that come out of it not being a HasLab this year. Like one, people who collect the line don't miss out on 4 figures that are locked behind a paywall if they didn't back the HasLab, right? You don't experience that. There's nothing to feel FOMO about if you didn't order it, couldn't afford to order it, or anything like that. Maybe that works a little bit better to your figure budget for a year, giving yourself a break. But the made to order, I do think that's a better way to handle a lot of Joe vehicles. And there are too many. G.I. Joe has probably one of the biggest vehicle counts in any 6 or like 3 3/4 line. I would say like comparable, if not more than Star Wars, like as far as vehicles, right? You could almost go a man per vehicle. They do for most sets. So what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not upset that there's not going to be a HasLab. There's going to be plenty of Joe stuff, as Matthew says here. The made to order to reveal that we talked about. We know there's one more coming. So I'm not upset that whatever that made to order is probably going to get money that would have gone to the HasLab for me. And I do want to order. Want to mention the Ramen Toys kit. So I'm not going to miss it. Give us another year to talk about what it may be next year.
I mean, you got 2 Cobra HasLabs and 2 Joe HasLabs out there. At least they didn't leave it imbalanced, right? Yeah, Joe got 3, and Cobra only got 2.
That would bother me if they were like, if it was uneven and they decided to do this.
It'd be the unscratchable itch.
Yeah, it would bother me. So I'm glad. I am excited. I'm looking forward to the Snowcat, and I say that because I've already paid for it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, same here.
And I will die on the hill that it didn't need to be that big, but that's a discussion for another time. So,
Yeah.
John Toole is here. What's going on? We're getting ready to wrap up, and there's stew for lunch.
Somebody's got to work in the morning. That ain't
Yeah.
me.
Now, you'll be up making some content. I'll be sitting in an office.
Hopefully soon. Yeah.
What you got coming up over on the Krusty Old Crow channel, Krusty Old Crow?
I am waiting on the next whatever comes in. I kind of expect it to be, for some reason, the Punisher War Machine. I think that's probably coming any day, but not a whole lot on outside of that for now. Gonna be talking to Suba Huba and the Canadian guys I was talking to last weekend. I'm gonna talk to them again because I like the idea of having a few content creators that are from the same region doing a show together
Yeah.
because we kind of know the stores that we're all talking about. So we'll see how often I go back there. But aside from that, it is dialing everything back and getting ready for Joe Fest, coming up with my pack list, saving money, things for Hama to sign, things for others to sign, things for you guys to sign. Bring my stickers. What about you? What do you got coming up besides work?
Just work. I'm still slowly but surely working on the Cobra news now. I know I've been saying it for months, but I did finally start getting the recording done for it. I really want to have this one done before Joe Fest because I have a tie-in for it for Joe Fest. So try to work on that. I think probably the next reviews I may put the Daredevil review out. I gotta do pictures for it. That's why I haven't done it. I haven't done any pictures, and it won't be many. I'm waiting on the Dire Creepers. I think they're supposed to ship the 15th. So that's the next thing I know that I would have coming in to review or the Creepers. So other than that, man, just hanging out and be monitoring Yo Joe June and hanging out in the chats. We will be on with A Punk with Toys in 2 weeks for the road to Joe Fest. It's the week before Joe Fest. We will be on with Punk on that Thursday, and Pop Blender should be joining us also for that one. So other than that, pretty light schedule.
And don't forget the guys, we hope you'll be able to join us for that, but do check out this week because I think it is Ken Poe and Steve Platt from Delta 17 and 5x5 Toys, right? Going to be talking about the Joe Fest exclusives and all that good stuff. So that'll be one worth watching this week. So make sure you check out Punk with Toys for that one.
Yep. Have to check them out tomorrow night. So that is the show, folks. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out on my channel and on Crow's channel. Hit that like, and anybody watching on the replay, same, hit that like. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you soon.
Take care.
Peace out.